Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Leaf Bakken, and thanks for being on YourLiveEvent.com. Joining me tonight as color commentary and help is James Cardarelli, and our producer tonight is Jerry Peralta, and we are at Glendon, Minnesota, at the home of the Rebels for DGF, hosting the neutral Section 8AA Championship Volleyball game between the Hawley Golden Nuggets and the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Again, James Cardarelli joining me. He's been covering the Prowlers so far this season. James, thanks for coming along for the ride, along with all of you here on YourLiveEvent.com. James, thanks for being here. Tell me a little bit about this Prowler team, and we'll have coaches coming up in just a bit. But let's just get a little preview on what to expect from this team in blue and yellow.
Well, Leaf, this Prowler team is peaking at the right time. They went down 2-1 in the quarterfinal. They haven't lost a set since.
You know, that's always important, is to have that kind of creep up, especially at the end. You want to see them peak, like you said, towards the end. We saw a strong finish, which we'll talk about in a little bit for the Hawley Nuggets, and I would call it maybe a little bit of a weaker finish for Thief River Falls, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's start off talking about these two teams and their seasons overall. Thief River Falls coming into this game on the north side of Section 8AA, number 2, upsetting number 1 Monaga last week. Tell me a little bit about that game and what we saw there and what the potential. I mean, it's always exciting when an underdog beats a number 1.
Yeah, and they were the underdog in that game, Leaf, but they don't play like the underdogs. Winning 3-0, 25-17, 25-20, and then 25-22. And like I said, after going down 1-2 in that quarterfinal, they've been hot ever since, and they're looking to keep it going here tonight.
Overall this year, Thief River Falls Prowlers are 14-11 in the section here. They're 11-4. And maybe you can tell me the big question mark I have is there wasn't really a conference play for them, according to what I saw online. So I don't know exactly who is in their conference, but 14-11, that's not too bad. I mean, that's a lot of games to play.
Yeah, and they dropped some down the stretch. They were missing some players in those final regular season games. They got them back for the stretch run, and now they're at full strength here today.
So that's good to hear as we switch over and talk about the Hawley Golden Nuggets. They were number 2 on the south side of Section 8AA. Overall, 26-5 in the section, 13-3, and in the conference, 5-2. We saw them face section and conference rival the other night, Barnesville, and they beat them in 5. It was a little bit of a kryptonite situation, James, as they'd lost to Barnesville twice in the regular season. Then they go to neutral territory, Pelican Rapids, and face them. And once you get to the postseason, you know this, and I think our viewers know this as well, that the postseason is a completely new season. That's why we call it the after season.
Yeah, Leaf, you can throw the records out the window. It's lose and you go home. You win and you move on. Regular season, you can scratch it from here on out.
We'll talk a little bit more about those situations in a bit. We'll have our coaches' comments coming up and talk about what the potential is for the state volleyball breakup here in just a bit as well. We're going to talk to Coach Hannah Lund with James Cardarelli in just a second on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll also have an interview with Kathleen Rusted of the Hawley Nuggets. You're on YourLiveEvent.com, Section 8AA Championship Volleyball coming up.
The Hawley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With over 950 students, the Hawley Public Schools strive to provide a personalized learning experience for each and every one of their students to be the best that they can be. The lessons taught at Hawley Public Schools will stay with students not just throughout their academic career, but through adulthood as well. For more information about the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook at Hawley Nuggets. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information. And welcome back, everybody. I'm Leaf Bach, and this is YourLiveEvent.com. James Cardarelli is on the floor as the teams have taken the floor. He is visiting with the Thief River Falls head coach, Hannah Lund.
Coach Lund, you guys went down 1-2 in that quarterfinal. Haven't lost a set since. You guys peaking at the right time here.
Yes, I truly think so. Every team goes through ups and downs. We went through some big ones, and in the end, it brought us closer together. And we know we need each other, and that's how we're going to get to where we want to be, which is at the state tournament.
You're coaching for your alma mater, a team that you played for. What's it mean to you to get this far and be a prowler and see what you've done with this program?
It's very surreal, and it's always been a huge goal of mine to be a head coach and to do it at your hometown. I was part of some teams that made some history themselves, so to be able to coach another amazing group of girls that we're already making history just being here tonight, so it's just a very surreal feeling.
Well, the job's not finished. You want to move on. What gets it done here tonight?
Teamwork and confidence and staying aggressive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go, James Cardarelli with Coach Hannah Lund of the Thief River Falls Prowlers. I'll be visiting with the Holley Golden Nuggets head coach Kathleen Rusted. Right after this, it's YourLiveEvent.com. Tell everybody to come check out the Section 8AA Championship between these two teams, live from Glendon, Minnesota. More volleyball action and commentary coming your way.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Welcome to a caring community of older adults living safely in company with others. Welcome to Benedictine Living Community Ada, with the commitment to senior living you've come to expect from Benedictine. As a member of the Benedictine organization, Benedictine Living Community Ada can offer personalized care to your loved ones while relying on the support and expertise of a larger network of professionals. We are proud of our community and we are proud to serve you. We are Benedictine. Learn more at benedictineliving.org/together.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Leif Bakken is down on the floor right now with head coach of the Holley Nuggets, Kat Rusted.
Thanks so much, James. Coach Rusted, we talked, I know, on Coach's Corner, but let's just relive it a little bit. The emotions coming off of the championship on the south side, the semifinal for Section 8AA. The girls were excited. That was exciting. Great crowd at Pelican Rapids the other night.
You bet. Lots of emotions coming from all over in the gym, I think, right now. Excited for a lot of things. The girls, the fans, the community, everybody.
You've worked on passing and serving all year. That's your bread and butter. We've talked about that. You worked on defense for Barnesville and that win. What was the prep the last few days coming in for the Prowlers from Thief River Falls?
I think defense. Yep, they have a couple left-handers that we haven't seen a whole lot of throughout the season, and so fortunately we have a left-hander on our team that gave us a little bit of a battle yesterday. So hopefully we'll come up on top of the game here with our left-handed defense.
What do you have to say about your team, and would you say that you guys have really come over a couple of hurdles and that's what's got you here? I mean, we talked last time too about the strong end of the regular season, and now we've got this strong look into the postseason, and here we are battling for a championship.
I would say learning to accept everyone for their strengths, and they have really learned to grow to be cohesive on the court, knowing their roles and accepting their roles and really blossoming into their roles.
Excellent. Coach Kathleen Rusted, congratulations on making this far and best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
James, back up to you.
All right, more with our pregame show right here on YourLiveEvent.com after this.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at ChristianMotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
Community Consignment in Thief River Falls provides the community with cost-effective used clothing, household items, and furniture. From shoes to DVDs and CDs, Community Consignments has a bit of everything, including a wide variety of jewelry and accessories, as well as vintage antiques. Community Consignments provides delivery of furniture upon request, and they accept donations, which helps keep landfills free from recyclable goods. Visit Community Consignments in Thief River Falls today.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With preschool, before and after school enrichment, and community education, the Hawley Public Schools are able to provide learning opportunities for all students. With academic clubs, athletics, and fine arts, the Hawley Public Schools has the right club or organization for your student to become a member of. To learn more about programs and activities offered by the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us.
YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken with James Cardarelli. As we've got the Section 8AA Championship coming your way from the High School of Dilworth, Glendon Felton from Glendon, Minnesota. Jerry Peralta, thanks so much for being our producer again tonight. He helped me out in Pelican Rapids the other night. We appreciate that and appreciate the work he's done. We also appreciate all our sponsors that you're seeing throughout tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Also want to mention Your Live Event wouldn't be possible without Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, so thanks to them. And don't forget to thank any of the sponsors you see tonight, whether they be rotating in the corner there or whether you see them in between breaks. As once again, James Cardarelli, he's been following the Prowlers from Thief River Falls all season, so that's great to see. Partnership that we've had with Garden Valley Television, so great to have you along tonight, James. And let's talk a little bit more about this Prowler team who, again, was number 2 in the North for this Section 8AA, as they came up with the upset just a few days ago against Monaga in Foston. And but let's talk just prior to that and into the end of the season. And you mentioned it a little bit. At the end of the season, we saw the Prowlers go 1-3, falling to Lake of the Woods, Walker, Hackensack, Akeley, and Foston. But then they beat Warroad, and that was the very end. Warroad was the last game. So it's always good that you can close the season out on a win, but unfortunate to go 1-3 towards the end.
Yeah, they had some of their starters missing for that stretch of 4 games there. They got them back towards the end, and now they're at full strength once again. But the bright side about that stretch is the underclassmen who got called up in that stretch, and they really played well. And there's a freshman, she's on the bench for the Prowlers. Her name's Ava Waldall, and that was some big games and big moments for her, and you kind of see what the future beholds for the team. But now, with the seniors back in the lineup, you're going to see a lot of Matea Erickson tonight. You're going to see Giselle Cole, and they're going to lead the charge here for the Prowlers.
6 seniors on this Prowler team out of the out of the 15. So, I mean, that's a pretty good chunk. I mean, so there's some leadership there, James. And talk a little bit about what you've seen this season from that leadership. Have they been leaders and showing those younger other players that, hey, this is how we play and this is how Prowler volleyball works?
Absolutely, Leaf. Like I said, I've referenced it numerous times. Going down 2-1 in that quarterfinal, head coach Hannah Lund pulled her team into the hallway in between those sets. What was ever said in that hallway, they have been on fire since. And I saw a different look from Giselle Cole in that quarterfinal, where she was looking at her teammates basically with the, we're not losing, we're not going home, this isn't over yet.
That's awesome to hear, and it's always interesting what the walls get to hear and what the rest of us don't. And so that's really interesting to hear that Coach Lund put a little fire in the Prowlers' belly. Let's talk about the postseason now, where they beat Crookston in 3. So the number 2 would have played the number 7 in that situation. Crookston falling there. And then talk to me a little bit about that Roseau game. Going in 5, and so that's always a tough stretch, and going in 5 is always exciting. But it's tough. You have a tough competitor in that situation.
Oh, yeah. It went 5, and all the sets were close. We're talking Thief River won the first set, 25-23. Wow. Roseau took the second one, 28-26. In the third set, Roseau wins 25-21. The fourth set, the Prowlers win 25-21. And then in that 5th and final set, at home, in front of a raucous crowd, the Prowlers won 19-17. It was back and forth the entire time. It really was anyone's game, but the Prowlers just had a little bit more in the tank than Roseau.
And yeah, you don't see a 5th set go past 15 very often. Sometimes you see a 16 in there, maybe a 17, but 19-17, that's quite the stretch for everybody, and you got to be really tired after all of that. And so yeah, it's great to hear. And then, of course, we talked about at the beginning that they beat Monaga just a few days ago in 3 sets. A little bit of a surprise, I think, but it is the number 1 and number 2 in the north side of Section 8AA. So, again, it's a little surprising, but you had the top 2 teams on that side of the section going after it, and that's always exciting, too.
Yeah, and, you know, number 1, number 2, however you want to spin it with those two teams, the Prowlers don't play like they play like a number 1 seed. In their heads, they were the number 1 seed. I'll tell you that right now.
Let's take a quick break, James, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the Holley Golden Nuggets and what their regular season ending looked like, as I visited briefly there with Coach Rusted, and what the playoffs look like. This is Section 8AA Championship Volleyball coming your way from the high school gym of DGF in Glendon, Minnesota on yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Holley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Holley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Hi, welcome to Hometown Realty. How can we help you?
Bienvenidos a Hometown Realty. ¿En qué le podemos ayudar?
Whether you are looking to buy or sell property, Hometown Realty can help. They have 2 office locations, one in Warren and the other one in Thief River Falls. They have all the equipment to do a virtual walkthrough if you aren't quite ready or able to view in person. And they have a drone for beautiful aerial pictures, as well as 5 knowledgeable agents ready to assist you. So if you are looking to buy or sell, give Hometown Realty a call today.
Thanks for being on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken with James Cardarelli by my side. Jerry Peralta, our producer tonight of Section 8AA Championship Volleyball. The winner of this section will go to the state quarterfinals, and that starts next Thursday. It'll be at XL Energy Center next Thursday morning and afternoon. We'll see how the seating plans out as we go along, but let's talk a little bit about the Hawley Golden Nuggets, who are number 2 in the South. And James, we can jump back a little and talk about Thief River Falls, your time experiencing, seeing them. What's it been like to see Minnesota volleyball for you? You and I are both new, both from Montana. We were both planted in Montana, and now we're planted in Minnesota.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about your experience so far with Minnesota volleyball and Thief River Falls.
Impressive, electric. But I want to hear more about the Hawley Nuggets, Leaf. You've been following this team all season long. 26-5 overall, only 5 losses on the year. Tell me about this team.
I mean, this team is powerful. They've got a set of seniors here that I've been really impressed with, and it's been great to follow this team. I appreciate all the folks at home and all the businesses who have supported this team. As we've seen the seniors, Alex Eilerson, Grace Fleming, and Faith Rusted. They've really been the power 3. I've called them the Dangerous 3, the Power 3. The junior Anna Steer is an amazing outside hitter as well. Her little sister, a freshman, Isabel Steer, will start on this team as well. So that's been impressive, and so it's just been a lot of fun to see this team, and they're just so grateful for everything they have. And when you have a bunch of seniors like you were talking, James, when you saw those seniors on the other side for the Prowlers, they are so tight-knit. And they've been playing together for so long that it just makes it all come together and feel real nice and real good, and they're just glad to be here, and I know that goes for both teams.
Now, this is some different territory for this Holley team. Am I correct? Is this the farthest that they've been in the tournament?
Yes. I see what you're saying. Yes, this is the furthest that they have been. To my understanding, their volleyball program has not made it past the semifinal of volleyball. So this is exciting for them to get this far, and of course, they're hoping to get further.
Yeah, pretty amazing stuff, and 2 teams playing great volleyball, peaking at the right time, and we're going to get all the action right here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting, folks. We have got just about 1.5 minutes before we get going here with the national anthem, and then we'll be coming back with starting lineups for our 2 teams on YourLiveEvent.com. This is Section 8AA Championship Volleyball from Glendon, Minnesota, home of the Rebels of DGF. In neutral territory, the Hawley Nuggets and the Thief River Falls Prowlers going after it in Section 8AA. YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be coming back in a few minutes after we have our national anthem. Lineups are on the way, and then we're into volleyball action. Don't go anywhere.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Jacobson Red Angus Ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota, where local beef is produced. Well-fed, quality beef from Jacobson Red Angus. They have butcher beef for sale now. Call now to order your beef, 701-361-3189, or visit jacobsonredangus.com. Find the beef for your freezer at Jacobson Red Angus. And for beef producers, the annual Jacobson Red Angus Spring Bull Sale is March 18th, jacobsonredangus.com.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Crookston at 1726 University Avenue or by phone 253-4204 or 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Lynn Fours Agency, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Monoman, LynnForsAgency.com. The Lynn Fours Agency, your insurance source.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Norman County Implement has fall tillage equipment field ready. Used pieces include Wilrich Quadex 50-foot priced at $19,000, Case IH Tigermate 2 50-foot $25,000. Talk with Chuck O'Neill for pricing on this 60-foot Tigermate 200, 2018 Salford 42-foot model I-1100 used only 2,500 acres. The update on bead equipment, 2 used 12-row Amity toppers just traded after harvest. Call for pricing. 218-784-2961. They thank you for your business.
The Holley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Holley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HolleyBoosters.com for more information.
Old Bostwick's at 224 Labrie Avenue North in Thief River Falls is where you can find upscale vintage items, as well as new and like-new antiques. Come shop for men's, women's, and children's clothing. Browse a wide variety of jewelry, ties, shoes, hats, and accessories, as well as home decor furniture and unique glassware. Old Bostwick's accepts donations on behalf of local nonprofits, with a portion of proceeds going to those in need. Shop for a cause while going green at Old Bostwick's in Thief River Falls.
Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota.
This is YourLiveEvent.com as we are getting ready for Section 8AA Championship Volleyball from Dilworth Glendon Felton High School in Glendon, Minnesota. We'll turn things over to James Cardarelli. As are they announcing the reserves and then the starters here?
Reserves and then the
Okay,
starters.
so we'll come back to the starters here in just a second, James, because they'll announce Holley next, I imagine. But we were just standing here, and I was listening to the PA talk a little bit about sportsmanship and everything. So we're by the student section. We're going to hear that, I'm sure. As sounds like they may. Are they just announcing them all? Gotcha.
It looks like they're just announcing the entire team. Yeah.
Well, and I will turn it over to you, and you can tell us a little bit about the starters that you've seen in the past and who we expect tonight.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of Giselle Cole up front. You're going to see Carly Rogala, who's a sophomore. Matea Erickson, she leads the team in kills. They're going to look to her on the outside early and often. Josie Johnson is the setter. She holds it together and sets everybody up throughout the game. And then Carly Martell as well as the libero.
Thanks, James. And, we talked to Coach Lund, and she sounds like she's got a lot of hope and spirit, and I think both teams do, and everybody does. When you're at this point, you just want to play the game, have fun, and try to get to the state tournament.
Yeah, and like we talked in the pregame interview, it means a lot to her. She played here at Thief River Falls. She is a Prowler, and it was her dream to come and coach her hometown team, and now she's got them in the championship.
That's exciting stuff. That's a really cool storyline, and we'll see if that can continue on as they begin to announce those who are playing for the Holley Golden Nuggets. As we'll talk a little more about their starters in just a second, but head coach is Kathleen Rusted. She's assisted by Marissa Thompson, Shannon Olson, Nicole Martin, Kim Olvin, and Allie Reno. And we've seen just a great run for these Nuggets again, as I mentioned in my interview. They had a good end of the season against Ada Borup West and Breckenridge. Those did go to 4. They also beat Perham, so they went 3-1 in the end of the season, and now they've gone in 3 against Pelican Rapids, 4 against DGF, and 5 in Barnesville. If you could go 6, maybe this one would, but that's not how volleyball works. As the starters for tonight will be Anna Steer, who wears the number 5. She's a 5'9" middle hitter and a junior. Number 6, Alex Eilerson. She's the setter right side hitter, mostly setter this season, 5'7" senior. Another senior is Grace Fleming, wearing the number 7, an outside hitter at 5'8". Number 8, also a senior. There's my power 3, 5'9" outside hitter, Faith Rusted. Isabel Steer wears the number 9. She is also a freshman, standing at 5'9" and a middle hitter. And we expect to see Ashley Fletcher, the senior. She's a setter defensive specialist and stands at 5'7". She'll be stepping on. Libero tonight is number 1, who is Allie Reap, 5'7" sophomore. And so she'll be stepping on once in a while. And the official says, let's play volleyball. And that's what we're going to do here from the DGF High School on YourLiveEvent.com. Section 8AA Championship Volleyball. Leaf Bakken with James Cardarelli by my side. Jerry Peralta producing for us tonight. And thanks to all our great sponsors that you've seen so far and more to come are on YourLiveEvent.com. YourLiveEvent.com also powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. The Prowlers and the Nuggets. Exciting stuff here. The winner of this one will play next Thursday at XL Energy Center in the cities in the quarterfinal of the state tournament. So that's you gotta be excited for that.
Yeah, a lot of energy in this building, and rightfully so. And I'm just excited to get this one underway, Leaf.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun, and it's been a while since I've had a volleyball call with the color guy, and so James, I'm glad you're here, and we're going to have fun tonight, and I hope everybody at home has fun as well. As you can see on your screen, the bleachers are a little bit lower than we were at Pelican Rapids, but across the way it is filled with Nugget fans, and we are sitting on the Prowler side, which also appears, if we weren't taking up so much space, would be filled as well with Prowler fans. We're right near the student section, so it's going to be interesting to call and hear what they have to say on different things, too.
And we talked about it a little off air. Neutral site here.
Right.
But the Prowlers, couple hours away. I came from Thief River Falls as well. We traveled 2 hours. You would have never guessed we were that far away, about 100 miles if you looked at the stands here. It's filled with Prowler fans.
Yeah, it looks good. All right, well, to start things off will be Josie Johnson to serve for the Prowlers on YourLiveEvent.com. Section 8AA Championship is underway. Rustad there to receive it. Little miscommunication, but Fletcher gets to it. Now Rustad will go after it on the attack and get the kill as the dive there by Kendall Martell as she tried to dive and dig it up, but was just a bit late.
Just a little bit out of position there, just a bit late on the dig. Great job there from Holley to get on the board here first.
Fleming will start things off for the Nuggets side of things. Taken by Bakke. Now it's going to be sent over by Johnson. Here's Fletcher, and Eilerson goes on the second touch, tipped over and down. She'll get the kill.
Giselle Cole was there just missing the block, though. She doesn't miss many.
Yes, Giselle Cole, senior, standing at what? Is she 6'2"? Not sure. It doesn't have it on our rosters. As the Prowlers bump it over, and then a double hit is going to be called. So that error puts the Nuggets up by 3 in the first set. Want to also mention that Eilerson usually has the assist. Well, guess what? Ashley Fletcher, the senior, has both assists to start things off. That one, a nice dive by Martell. Sent across to the back corner, just out of bounds. Nice hit by Matea Erickson, but just, did it get reversed?
It was tipped. It was tipped by a Nugget player there, Leaf.
Well, then that puts Erickson into the kill category for the first stats of the evening. And if I'm not mistaken, was that might have been Cole on the assist on the setup, but that doesn't matter as we were ready to go on the other way. Rustad sends it to the back corner. Nice job. This one bounces off of the rafter, and that's unfortunate for the Prowlers.
Yeah, great dig there. Just a bit unlucky as that ball soared up to the top in the rafters.
Kendall Martell, she's quick. I like the way she's moving.
A lot of reaction speed from Martell.
Well, this will put the Nuggets up 4-1 as the junior Anna Steer steps back and serves. This one sent to the back. Worked around by the Prowlers. Now hit. Nice job by Fletcher on the dig. Here's Rustad, and just a little off the angle. Eilerson had her set up for it, but just a little bit flat.
Yeah, Rustad kind of mistimed the jump there on that one. Hit it into the net.
Well, we'll switch things back over with a 4-2 lead for the Nuggets, but the Prowlers will serve. Martell will be the one to serve. Puts it to the middle of the floor. Fletcher is there. Eilerson, and now Izzy Steer pushes it through the block. Dug up there by Johnson, and now it'll be free-balled over by Martell. Eilerson sets it up for Rustad. Hard tip over. Martell underneath it. Johnson on the set. This one tipped over. Nice job by Eilerson. That one is going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, there's Erickson again for the Prowlers. And now the Prowlers going on a bit of a run of their own after trailing 3-0. 4-3 now.
Martell will continue to serve. Nice job by Fleming underneath that. Eilerson, and then Izzy Steer tries to push it over. Now it's free-balled right back through the block. Nice choice by Eilerson, and this one, Martell got underneath it. Will give Eilerson the kill.
Eilerson with authority on that hit, and a kill for the Nuggets.
Well, they'll get control of the ball back in a 2-point lead. Eilerson will be the one to step back and serve. This one to the back corner. Ooh, goes off the tip from, that's Albie.
Yeah, and that's a rare mental error there from the senior Aaliyah Albie. I think that would have went out of bounds if she just let it go.
Yep, and she was right in the flight path of that one, so it's hard to make that decision, James. It's coming right at you. I want to touch the ball. We play volleyball, but it's tough there.
Well, that's why we're up here, Lee.
That's for sure. Ace for Eilerson. She'll serve again. This one a little more shallower. Albie will get to it. Johnson sets it up, and there's a tip. Nice block by the Nuggets. This one goes off the rafters and then lands on the Nuggets side, but then they give, it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and I'm not sure what the exact rule is on that. It looked like it hit the ceiling, and it fell in Holley territory.
Right.
But they gave the point to the Nuggets, so that must be illegal.
Well, this one dug up by Carly Martell. Now sent over by Johnson after the second touch. Rustad, power hit to the back. Martell is there. That is Kendall. This one sent to the middle, miscommunication, and a kill there for Matea Erickson.
Yeah, they're going to look to go to her early and often. I believe that's her third kill already here early.
I have 2 down.
2?
But this is unofficial also. 7-4 lead for the Nuggets. As the Nuggets work the ball around, set up by Carly Martell. Johnson, and now to the outside, just a little outside by Lingen. Good read there by the Nuggets. Lingen, I think, maybe wanted to hit that harder, but just a little bit awkward.
Yeah, a little bit of first set jitters. The Prowlers need to calm down a little bit here.
Here's Rusted on the serve. This one will be out the side door, so service error turns into points for the Prowlers. Substitution looks like Brooklyn Bakke will step back onto the floor.
And then that's Carly Rogala coming on here for Carly Martell as well.
It'll be Bakke to serve, down by 3. Fleming on the dig. Iverson stepped on while we weren't looking, but I should have known she'd be out there. Prowler's going to have to free ball this one. This one goes to the back where Steer is. Eilerson and now Rusted. Far to the back, Martell is there. Johnson on the setup. Now Rogala pushing it to the back, and that one goes out. Good read by the Nuggets. And I thought maybe close to the tip, but not quite.
Yeah, just a bit too far there for Rogala.
So this will prompt the number 1, Allie Reap, the sophomore, to step on. She's the libero. She serves. Bakke gets underneath it. Johnson setting up and getting off the block. Lingen with the kill.
Yeah, Fleming was there for the block, but just off of the hand and out of bounds. So point for the Prowlers.
You know, that's what you see, James, from some really good volleyball players, is if they get that kill off that block to knock it out of bounds. That's always key as we watch the ball move around for the Nuggets. Now we'll see Bakke get underneath for the dig. This one's set up by Johnson on a pass. Rogala went on the attack. Now Rusted will go on the attack for the Nuggets. Underneath it is Rogala. Here's a set from Johnson to the back. That one goes into the net as Erickson was trying to set that up.
Yeah, that's a bit out of her range. She likes to be a little closer to the net when she hits it, Leaf.
Which, and that's tough. When you're in that back row, you got to be careful about how you attack and how that, so you don't get any illegal back row attack situation as we go to the Nuggets as Fletcher steps back on and serves. Here's Rogala, gets blocked up front by Eilerson, but good recovery by the Prowlers. This one going to be pushed through in the kill for Giselle Cole.
Yeah, that's Giselle Cole. She loves to be right there in the middle, and she's on the board for a kill.
Giselle Cole, a middle hitter and a senior for this team. That's a nice look there. Down by 3 as Johnson steps back to serve. Fleming gets underneath it for the dig. Set up by Eilerson for Steer to work with. Bakke gets underneath that one. Johnson, and now a light set over by Erickson. Nuggets work it, and then we're going to call double hit on this side by the Nuggets, and that's unfortunate there. But that's one thing, James, I don't know if you've seen that up on the north side, but that is a very, very common call. I wonder if it's something they've been watching really closely this year.
No, it has to be, and in a championship game, you're trying to minimize those as much as you can.
This one going to be just too far by Josie Johnson. The student section not happy with that call. Johnson, again, the setter and a senior for this team. And we've seen her get a few assists here, 4 according to my stats, as the Nuggets take control of the ball. This one partially blocked. Rustad gets underneath it. Eilerson setting it up for Steer, sending it to the back. That's out, and nobody touched it.
Yeah, Martell tried to get to it, but luckily for her, was unable to get there. Point to the Prowlers there.
Aaliyah Albi, steps back onto the floor as Bakke steps off. This will be Rogala serving. Fletcher over to Eilerson, just in front to Steer. She finds that side. Nice little spot for that one.
Yeah, finding the open spot in the floor there was Anna Steer. No Prowlers anywhere near that one.
Steer will now serve. It seems like that's how it always goes. The one who scores has to go back to the back row and do their duty of serving. This one received by Martell. Johnson, and then put over by Erickson to the middle of the floor in no man's land.
And now Erickson finding the open spot there.
Good job by Erickson. You know, it always blows my mind, James, at any level of volleyball, just the knowledge you have to have and the floor reading to put that ball in that spot.
precisely.
Martell serves. Fleming got to the back row to get it. Rusted pushes it through the block. Nice job by Martell to pick it up. Johnson over to, that was Lingen who sent it over on a free pass. Here's Izzy Steer, the freshman. This one gets blocked, and it gets blocked to the wrong side as the Nuggets all looked with a gaped mouth and went, oh no.
Yeah, they were there. The position was there, just not the execution.
Ooh. That's a brick wall. That's the chant coming from the student section. That was Lingen up front on the block. Steer receives Martell's serve. Eilerson and then Rusted back to Martell in the back. Johnson, here comes Erickson. That went off the top of the net. The official saw that from the other side.
Yeah, you're going to look to get Erickson a little bit more aggressive there. She attacked that ball. She's going to look to be more aggressive on that outside.
Yeah, and she was just a little further away from the net than she wanted to be. This one a little bit mishandled, but can the Prowlers recover? They will. Johnson set it over on a set. Here's Rusted. She tried to go hard, but puts it into the net, and that'll make this a one-point game in set one.
Yeah, the Prowlers going down 3-0 early in this first set. Now they're down 1, 13-12, trying to tie this thing back up and maybe get a lead.
That's Erickson on the serve. Rusted got underneath it, set up by that Steer over to Fleming. Nice job there by Carly Martell, and then they're going to call the double hit on Johnson.
Another double hit call. Officials not letting anything go unnoticed here tonight.
Yeah, well, and that's why we have to have them. Otherwise, we'd have the student sections officiating, and that wouldn't go over well. Here's Rusted's serve. Erickson picks it up. Johnson underneath it. And then attack and kill by Briley Lingen.
Yeah, a hard strike there, and sneaking that one in was Lingen.
Lingen will step off the floor now for a quick break. No, sorry, that is...
Brookie Baki has come on to serve here for the Prowlers.
Yeah.
Stepping off is Carly Martell.
I'll be also stepping off as Baki serves. Rusted gets underneath it. Eilerson to Fleming. They had to free ball it across. Little miscommunication. Now the Prowlers working around. Johnson to Lingen off the block and to the table. So that'll be out of bounds off the Nuggets. We're wrapped up at 14.
Yeah, now you're seeing Briley Lingen kind of heat up here.
Another kill for her. I have 4 marked down. And 7 assists for Josie Johnson as Coach Rusted wants to take a timeout for the Nuggets. We'll take a timeout as well on yourliveevent.com. We're wrapped up at 14 in set number 1.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
On yourliveevent.com, it's 14-14 in set number 1 of the championship of 8AA Section Volleyball. I'm Leif Bakken, James Cardarelli by my side. And James, glad to have you along for the ride. You've been following the Prowlers. I've been following the Nuggets, so it just felt fitting that we work for similar companies. We work for the same company. Let's do it together.
Absolutely, and there's no other place I'd rather be right now at the home of the Rebels. 14-14 in the first set. Championship game here.
The Rebels are going to have a new facility next year, and that's going to be pretty nice. This facility is packed. As the Prowlers will continue to serve, as Coach Kathleen Rusted of the Nuggets took that timeout. Baki on the serve. It'll be received by Fleming. Eilerson gets it. Now Iverson will tip it over the top of the block. Nice job by Baki getting underneath it. Nice job on the tip over by Fleming. She'll get it touched twice. 1-2. It's got to be over this time and going to be out of bounds. Nice job by the Prowlers, though, trying to recover.
Yeah, great effort there. Just unable to execute. Both teams battling hard.
You know, it doesn't matter. We talked at the beginning about 14-11 for Thief River Falls, 26-5 for the Nuggets. That doesn't matter anymore. These two teams are playing their hearts out tonight. As the Prowlers work with it, this one heading to the back, and that'll be too far. Good read by the Nuggets.
Yeah, that one was close, Leaf. The official has a better view than me.
Yes, and you have a better view than me.
Well, I have to stand here.
I'm trying to keep stats and to stay seated. As Bakke gets the reception, this one knocked over by Johnson. Reap will get underneath it for the set, and then Fleming. Ooh, they're going to call double touch. So that comes to haunt both teams a few times now.
Giselle Cole's coming back on here for the Prowlers, replacing Kendall Martell.
So as she comes on, Lingen will step back. Reap will be the one on the reception. Rusted to Iverson, going across the court. Nice dive. This one will end up back on the Nugget side. Iverson got her hands on it. Eilerson and then Fleming goes through the block. Trying to dive and get to it is Lingen, but it'll be a kill for Fleming.
Yeah, that was Grace Fleming there, the senior for the Nuggets. And coming on now is Ashley Fletcher. She'll go back to serve.
Iverson will step off as per usual on that rotation. 17-15 on the first set score. Fletcher light, and this one goes around. Nice save by the Prowlers. Steer gets set up. This one goes off the block and out of bounds off of the Prowlers. Kill for Anna Steer.
Yeah, back down 3 now. Nuggets regaining control here in the first set. 18-15 over the Prowlers.
I think, like you said, a little bit of jitters for both teams at the beginning, but now we're just playing volleyball as Fletcher continues to serve. This one heading to the side door. Martell gets to it. Johnson will have to free pass it over. Fletcher gets underneath it. Eilerson and then tipped over by Steer. Great read by her, just over the block and to the side.
Yeah, just dodging Giselle Cole, trying to get up there for the block. Kind of faking her out there.
It's one of those things, again, goes back to a volleyball player mentality about placing that ball as we have another timeout called here by Coach Hannah Lund of the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Will take a timeout again as well. 19 for the Nuggets, 15 for the Prowlers on yourliveevent.com.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils, because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
19 for the Holley Golden Nuggets, 15 for the Thief River Falls Prowlers on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bach and James Cardarelli doing color tonight. Jerry Peralta, that's his name. He's the producer tonight. We appreciate his help and all the work that he's done up to this point as well, and all the work we're going to see from him on yourliveevent.com. We resume play here at the DGF High School in Glendon, Minnesota. Fletcher serves for the Nuggets. Martell gets to it, Johnson, and it'll be free-balled over by Cole. This one now to, nice offset by Eilerson. She'll come up with the kill, assisted by Fletcher.
Yeah, nice job there by the Nuggets. Now, this is kind of dangerous territory for the Prowlers, down 5 here in this first set.
Got to appreciate some off-timing hits as we see what the Prowlers can do on this one. Set up by Johnson. Cole, and as Cole goes after it, the up official says no, double hit. So another unfortunate error there for the Prowlers.
Yeah, and that's a rare error there from Josie Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
That's a couple here in this first set. I'd expect her to relax a little bit and get some more assists. She's usually spot on.
We'll have to see how things continue on. 21-15 in set number 1. Martell able to get there for the dig. Here's Rogella pushing it through the block. Fletcher and then Eilerson on the tip over. Nice job by Johnson. She'll have to set it back over on the third touch. Rusted on the dig. Eilerson, Fleming, sending it to the back, just out of reach of Bakke.
Great job there for the Nuggets. And how about Eilerson? I love the jump set.
Yeah, she's athletic, she's smart, and it's been really fun to watch her through this season, just how she's progressed. It's been really interesting. 22-15 serve on the way. Bakke, that one might have been out of bounds, James. I don't know. Pretty hard serve. Nice job by Reap on the dig as that one was coming in hot from Cole. This one tipped over by Steer, but Bakke gets underneath it. Johnson gets there as well. Now here's Regala. Here's a block up front. Regala will recover. What happened there? Oh, they didn't get the block. They called it into the net. 4 hits. Wow, unfortunate error there. That was going to be really sweet.
Yeah.
Another timeout going to be called by Coach Hannah Lund as the score extends to 23 for the Nuggets and 15 for the Prowlers on yourliveevent.com. We'll take another break here, Jerry, and come right back on yourliveevent.com. Set number 1, still going.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With great facilities, small class sizes, dedicated teachers and support staff, and a variety of course offerings, make Hawley Public Schools the perfect choice for your son or daughter's educational setting. To learn more about Hawley Public Schools, including calendars, directory, menus, and athletic information, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or follow them on Facebook. Good luck Nuggets from the Hawley Public Schools.
23 for the Nuggets, 15 for the Prowlers. I'm Leaf Bakken with James Cardarelli by my side on yourliveevent.com. James, glad to have you along. This is fun so far. We've only got one set almost under our belt. We'll see if it can be extended.
Yeah, Hannah Lund, the head coach of the Prowlers, took that time out there, and I kind of watched the huddle. She's telling them to communicate out there. They got to get on the same page.
Fletcher still serving for the Nuggets. Martell on the reception. Johnson to Rogala. Ooh. Nice job by Rogala, putting that one in a hard spot for Fletcher to control.
Yeah, and that's what you want out of the timeout here, Leaf, is getting on the board, getting the serve back, and, hopefully going on a run.
Well, let's see if Johnson steps back and can make this run happen for them. As Reap ends up on the reception, Eilerson to Fleming. High one, goes over the top, lands on the line on the far side.
Amazing that one didn't go out of bounds there. Finding the open spot on the floor all the way to the other side of the court.
Set point on its way, 24-16. Fleming had that kill. She's on the serve. Bakke hits it up into the light. Johnson, and then it's free-balled over there by Erickson. Here's a setup for Steer, and she puts it down, and that is how we close out the first set.
Anna Steer with authority to close out that first set. You could tell that she wanted to get that one over with.
25 for the Nuggets, 16 for the Prowlers, but guess what? We have to play more than one set of volleyball, especially for Section 8AA Championship, so we've got more volleyball action coming your way on yourliveevent.com. Set 2 is next.
If you're redoing your shower or looking for a new windshield for your car, Thief River Glass has you covered. Owner Dave Anderson and his team will help you out with all your glass needs. Thief River Glass also offers residential glass storefronts and commercial doors. From race trailer doors, automatic doors, handicap operators, and safety equipment glass, they do it all. Thief River Glass is located at 418 Atlantic Avenue North in Thief River Falls. Call today at 218-681-1333.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
8 Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. 8 Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, 8 Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
The Holley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Holley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HolleyBoosters.com for more information.
yourliveevent.com. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'm Leaf Bakken with James Cardarelli as we get ready for set number 2 between our Section 8AA Championship game, the Nuggets and the Prowlers of Thief River Falls, and the Nuggets of Hawley, Minnesota, both traveling to Glendon, Minnesota. Here, as that first set, the Nuggets take it 25-16, but it was much closer than that looks, James.
Well, yeah, the Nuggets, they started off on a 3-0 run, but the Prowlers, they got within one at one point, but Nuggets ended up running away with that. It seemed to me that Holley was in control there.
I think it was some first set jitters for both of these teams. They were both nervous, and so then once we got to the middle of that set, things settled down a little bit, at least for the Nuggets it appeared, and we'll see now that we're into set number 2, we'll see if the Prowlers can settle down a little and, just take control.
The Prowlers are a resilient team. I'm expecting a much better set here in the second set from the Prowlers.
25-16, how's the first one went on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Grace Fleming will start things off for the Nuggets on the serving. Johnson sets up Eilerson. This one goes into the net. No block there for the Nuggets. Into the net, 4 hits.
Yeah, just kind of mistiming her jump there was Eilerson.
Fleming going to have a service error now as she was setting that one up, and we're wrapped up at 1 in set number 2.
Leah Albee is coming on here for the Prowlers, replacing Carly Martell.
Serving is Rogala. As the Nuggets work the ball around, hard power hit and kill for Anna Steer here in set number 2, set up by none other than Alex Eilerson.
Anna Steer has been impressive here tonight.
Baki will step on, Rogala will step off. On the Prowler side of things, as Steer steps back to serve with the 1-point lead in set number 2. I might have to stand up now as the ball worked around by the Prowlers. Eilerson gets underneath it. Fletcher on the setup, and now Izzy Steer. Great job there for the Prowlers. Sent over by Albee. Eilerson to Rusted. This one blocked, and then the ball will go into the net, and it ends up being 4 hits on the Nuggets. So,
and
2 apiece.
Briley Lingon's coming on for Giselle Cole here. Going back to serve will be Kendall Martell for the Prowlers.
As James mentioned, Martell on the serve. This will be Steer on the reception. Here's Izzy Steer finding the back for the kill.
Isabel Steer, a freshman there, getting on the board for the kill.
Yeah, her first stats of the evening according to what I've got. And we've got a tight one on our hands here in set number 2, 3-2. Eilerson will step back to serve. Iverson steps on while Fletcher steps back and off. Martell on the reception. Erickson up to Lingen. Rustad underneath it. Eilerson, now Iverson off the top of the, no tip.
Yeah, no tip there, out of bounds, so that's point for the Prowlers. And it looks like Erickson will go back to serve.
Wrapped up at 3 in set number 2. The Nuggets do have the first set win under their belt. Erickson's serve is received by Fleming in the middle of the floor. Eilerson jumps up, and then the ball, she had little offset on that set. So another set error, and this is the Prowlers' first lead of the game.
Much better start here in the second set for the Prowlers. That was important.
Erickson, light serve. This one, Fleming's able to get underneath it. The Nuggets recover. This one hit a little hard by the Prowlers, but it'll be blocked up front. Worked around. Albee on the attack. Fleming gets underneath it. Eilerson over to Rusted. That goes through the block and down in front of Martell.
A little bit of hesitation there between Baki and Martell. They got to communicate on that back line.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, and we talk about that a lot in volleyball is usually when you have a lot of communication and talking, you have to call people off, say that's mine, all kinds of things. A lot like baseball in a sense, and when the ball's way up in the air in the outfield. Rusted on the serve. Baki gets underneath it. Josie Johnson goes after it on that second touch. Nuggets work it around. There's a good communication as we just talked about. They called it off. Albee on the attack. This one just out of reach of Rusted. She nicks that one and it goes out.
And that'll be huge for the Prowlers if Aaliyah Albee gets going. Carly Martell's coming on, replacing Aaliyah Albee. Carly Rogala on for Brookie Baki here for the Prowlers.
It's a good thing we call them by their last name and not their first because there's too many Carlys out there. This will be Carly Martell to serve. Nuggets working around, tipped over. Izzy Steer with a big kill up front.
So we've seen Anna steer a lot. Now we're seeing Izzy steer heat up for the Nuggets.
Yeah, the sisters know what they're doing, and they do a nice job. Of course, Alex Eilerson, one of the leaders and seniors out there, she gets everybody set up real nice. Reap steps onto the floor and serves. Martell, Johnson, and then that was Lingen. Nice job by Reap, Fleming, and then sent over by Steer. Prowler's working around. Lingen pushes it into a block. Two sets, and then it's set hard over by Eilerson. Erickson, Johnson, and to Regala. Nice job by Reap. This one goes off the top. Iverson goes to hit it over, and they call another double touch on Eilerson.
Another double touch, but what a rally there for a second between these two teams. Prowler's up one. Giselle Cole's coming on for Thief River Falls, replacing Kendall Martell.
Lingen on the serve, Rusted underneath it. Eilerson and then Steer. This one gets blocked high. Reap gets back underneath it for the recovery. Iverson trying to tip it. She's too far away from the net. Nice job there for the Prowlers on a good setup for them.
The Prowlers have calmed down a little bit after that first set. You can tell they're just out there playing. They're playing loose, and now they're up 2.
That's right, as James mentioned, 7-5 in set number 2. Rusted to Eilerson. This is Fleming, and she'll find that edge. Ooh. It's getting warm in here anyway with all the bodies, but I think I could feel the heat coming off of that one flying to that far side.
Yeah, and Ashley Fletcher's coming on now for Iverson. It's that rotation you talked about between the two. Going back to serve now is Fletcher.
Both seniors, and they both do a nice job for this Nugget team. Fletcher's serve a little bit shallow. So that'll keep that 2-point cushion, 8-6, as Johnson steps back and serves for the Prowlers. Rusted, Eilerson trying to tip it over and won't work out. Now it'll be a 3-point lead. Johnson's serve a little bit light, but Reap gets underneath it. Eilerson setting up Fleming. That one goes through the block. Rogala gets underneath it. Johnson punching this one over. Reap, Eilerson, and now Steer. Pushing through the block, and then Erickson tried to set it up, and she ends up going into the net instead.
It looks like she got caught in between of what she wanted to do there, Leaf.
Yeah, definitely. She was trying to figure out what my decision was, and the ball just a little late. All about timing in the game of volleyball. Grace Fleming steps back and serves. This one goes to the way back where Martell is. Johnson to Erickson. She wants redemption. Fleming won't allow it yet. Rusted sending it to the back corner. Both line judges point in.
And once again, the Nuggets finding the open spot in the floor. It's impressive how they're able to do that time after time.
Nuggets trying to get back in and tie things up on this one. This attack goes through the block, and that's a good job there for Giselle Cole.
Yeah, Giselle Cole, the senior, she's a leader on this team, and they're going to need her here. Aaliyah Alby's coming on for the Prowlers, replacing Carly Martell.
I've got 2 kills for Giselle Cole, and I've got 10 assists for Johnson so far in this game. This one hard hit back, and then blocked up front by Eilerson.
Great job by Eilerson coming up there to the front of the net, reading what Cole wanted to do with it and getting the best of her.
First block of the night for the Nuggets. Each team has 1 block according to my statistics.
And Rogala just came off the floor for Thief River Falls, replaced by Brookie Baki.
Ball worked around by the Prowlers. This one light push through for Cole.
And this time Cole gets the best of the Nuggets.
Nice set up there. They tried to block, go up on the block, and she read that and just made the little tap, and nobody's there behind that block as we see Kendall Martell on the serve. Fletcher, Eilerson, now Izzy Steer. This one, did it go off the net? No. Oh, it did take some time. I didn't hear the whistle, but it looked like it hit that top strip of the net there, James.
Yep, and now the Prowlers up 3. Got in the same spot that the Nuggets were in the first set. Prowlers seem to be in control of this right now.
Well, Martell will continue to serve. Fletcher, kind of a awkward hit, and it goes to Fleming. Free ball to cross by Eilerson. Martell will get there. Johnson and then Erickson blocked up front. She tries to go on the recovery. and they can't get to it. That was a good job by Lingen as well.
Yeah, good job by Lingen, but really good job there by Hawley blocking Matea Eilerson. That doesn't happen often, Leaf. I've been covering this team all season long. They're really containing Eilerson here.
Which might be key to a big win tonight if Hawley could get to it, as Eilerson serves. It can't be handled by Albee, so there'll be an ace for Alex Eilerson.
Yeah, that's a big ace there for Eilerson. Now Hawley making a run of their own here.
That's 2 on the night for them, down by 1. Eilerson going to change up her serve a little bit. That one's lighter. Johnson goes after it. Can they recover? Nice job by Iverson. Baki will get underneath it for the dig. Here's the attack. Is this one a little hard? Oh, nice block up front and then blocked right back.
Yeah, right now, Hawley winning the battle at the front of the net. The last couple of possessions here, it's tied up. We go back and forth.
Yeah, quite the battle, especially at the net. We're wrapped up at 12 as Eilerson narrowly over the net. Baki dove to get underneath it, but it'll be an ace for Eilerson.
Yeah, that serve is diving into the ground. Hard to handle there for Baki.
Well, now the Nuggets take control on the scoreboard. They have control of the ball as well. Eilerson continuing to serve. Baki diving to get underneath again. Johnson gets to it, sets up her team a little further back away from the net. Prowlers finally get it over. Rusted goes on the attack. This one just out of reach. Prowlers get it over unexpectedly, and then they call the carry on the second touch.
Yeah, interesting call there, Leaf.
Coach Lund stepping up to talk to the floor official as they're visiting about that, because Lund is pointing to her forearm wrist area, which is where you typically see that carry kind of happen. Other than blatantly carrying the ball, James, with your hand, you see that space. So that's what she said. That wasn't there. So I don't know if she obviously didn't get the explanation she wanted, but doesn't matter as Eilerson has a service error here.
Yeah, after a nice run there by Eilerson, Prowlers catching a break. Erickson going back to serve for the Prowlers.
1 point lead for the Nuggets in set number 2. They have the first set won. Rusted, Eilerson back to Rusted, pushing it back. Baki knocks this one, and then just too many out-of-place people.
Yeah, good effort there, but got to credit the Nuggets putting it in tough places for the Prowlers defenders to get to.
Not to take anything away from Brooklyn Baki, though. She's fast. She's able to get to that ball. Rusted on the serve. Erickson gets underneath it. This one going to be close. Ooh, Johnson goes on 2. Fleming hits too hard off of Eilerson's setup.
Yeah, good job by Baki letting that one go. We're going to get a substitution. Carly Martell replacing Aaliyah Albee, and then Carly Rogala coming on for Brookie Baki.
Yeah, Baki deserving that break. She's been working hard out there. Martell on the serve. Rustad receives it. Iverson set up by Eilerson. And they call the carry on Iverson. So she went to go after that, James, on the attack, but she ended up pushing it over, kind of, I guess, cupped it up.
Yep, exactly.
Ball worked around. Nuggets recover. This one way to the back. Martell gets to it. Johnson. Now Lingen pushing it through the block. Rusted to Eilerson. Here's Fleming pushing it through the block as well. Erickson, miscommunication, and it'll turn into a kill for Fleming.
Yeah, the hesitation out there, you know, you saw Johnson, you saw Rogala. Lingen could have got to it as well, but not communicating once again, and they pay the price.
Yeah, Erickson had that set up really well, but everybody got called off somehow. Reap stepped on and is serving. Ball worked around by the Prowlers. Here's Rogala punching it over. Reap to Eilerson. Tipped over by Steer, and that one's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Nice job from Matea Erickson letting that one go. She almost reached out for it, pulled back her arm. Giselle Cole's coming on now for the Prowlers, replacing Kendall Martell.
Here's Lingen on the serve. Nuggets working around, nice tip over. Now it's hard set back to the Nuggets. They'll get another opportunity off of 2. Trying to hit that one hard is Cole, but she puts it into the net. Just a little mistiming.
Yeah, mistiming her jump was Giselle Cole there and hitting it right into the net. Coming on now is Kendall Martell replacing Briley Lingen. for Thief River Falls.
Fletcher steps on for Iverson and serves. Martell to Johnson. Here's Regala. Goes through the block. Steer gets it to, they tried to get up to Fleming. Fletcher was able to get the second touch, but that doesn't quite work out. And we're wrapped up at 17 on set 2.
Yeah, we're going back and forth, and what did you expect? It's a championship game here, and this one's coming down to the wire in this second set.
Josie Johnson steps back to serve, and away we go. Reap to Eilerson. Fleming from flat foot. Regala, Johnson, and then over to Cole. Nice job by Fleming underneath it. Here's Steer going on the attack, puts it off of the block, and gets the kill.
Yeah, good job by Anna Steer there. Now the Nuggets up 1. It's Sweaty Palms time here at the home of the Rebels.
Neutral site. Fleming's serve barely over the net. Now we're going to have 2 hits by Erickson. That is going to plague both of these teams, James.
Exactly, and right now you just simply can't afford costly errors like that.
Well, and it's hard. You've been doing it a certain way all year, and here you are being told by the official that that's not proper. Blocked by Eilerson up front, ends up out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and great job by Erickson with the reaction, letting that one fall out of bounds. Aaliyah Alby's going to come on now for Carly Martell. Rogala's going back to serve.
19-18 in favor of the Nuggets right now, but that could change. As I say that, Steer reaches up and powers it down for the kill.
Anna Steer with another kill there. And I haven't seen the Nuggets all season long, but it looks like Steer is somewhat of a closer for this team.
She has some power. She brings a lot of energy to this team, that's for sure. You're exactly right, James. You've got a good read on that. 20-18 is our score with the Nuggets over the Prowlers right now on yourliveevent.com. Thanks to Community Co-op Scoreboard. Community Co-op for sponsoring the scoreboard. We'll be right back.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With over 950 students, the Hawley Public Schools strive to provide a personalized learning experience for each and every one of their students to be the best that they can be. The lessons taught at Hawley Public Schools will stay with students not just throughout their academic career, but through adulthood as well. For more information about the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook at Hawley Nuggets. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
On yourliveevent.com, I'm Leif Bakken with James Cardarelli on my side. Jerry Peralta, our producer tonight on yourliveevent.com. And we're glad you're along for the ride as we have got the Section 8AA Championship from Glendon, Minnesota at the DGF High School, home of the Rebels. Neutral site for these two teams except for Holley just a little ways down the road. James, Thief River Falls had a little bit of a trip to make.
Yeah, about 100 miles, Leaf. But you would have never guessed with the crowd here that the Prowlers brought.
Yeah, they brought a lot of people, a lot of energy tonight here in this as we get to resuming after that timeout. Nice recovery by the Prowlers after the block up front, and then it falls to the ground as just not quite getting the power underneath it, James, that they needed to keep things going.
Yeah, just timing just seems to be a bit off for the Prowlers, and it's been that way since the first set. Down 3. It's Sweaty Palms time here for Thief River Falls.
Anna Steer on the serve. Martell gets underneath it while Johnson sets it up for Cole. To the back. That hits the back line. Nice kill there for Giselle Cole.
Yeah. Hey, no timing problems on that one for Cole, and Cole gets a kill.
In the back row, I believe that was Fleming, and it was Anna Steer. She pulled herself back thinking that was too much and recognized too late. That hit the back line. Martell on the serve. Fleming, Eilerson, and now Rusted. Over the top of the block, Martell dives on the dig. Johnson put over by Albee. Rusted to Eilerson. Fleming going on the attack. Johnson going to get a first touch this time, followed by Erickson. Then Lingen gets blocked up front by Eilerson and Izzy Steer.
Yeah, great job by Steer and Eilerson there. And the Nuggets, they are just the communication there on each rally. There's no miscommunication at all. They do a great job of knowing where each other are and being on the same page.
Eilerson's serve ends up in the arms of Bakke. That's followed by Johnson. This one very close, and that's going to be a power block right down. There's Izzy Steer and Rusted once again.
Yeah, and the Prowlers now, it's getting close, and Hannah Lund, she wants to talk about it. She's going to take a timeout, and rightfully so. It's a 4-point game, and they do not want to drop 2 sets to 0 here.
The Community Co-op scoreboard reads 23 for the Hawley Nuggets, 19 for the Thief River Falls Prowlers. This is YourLiveEvent.com, Section 8AA Championship Volleyball.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Section 8AA Championship Volleyball from Glendon, Minnesota. Hawley, Golden Nuggets, Thief River Falls Prowlers. Man, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it's a lot to say there. Great job, Leaf.
I'm Leaf Bakken, James Cardarelli by my side as we're bringing you this championship match. The winner of this one gets to the state quarterfinals next week in the cities. Here's an ace for Eilerson. Baki was trying to call Albie off. What were your thoughts there?
Yeah, just another miscommunication and then hesitation from Albie, and it goes off of her arms there, and it's just that slight hesitation that has been plaguing the Prowlers here tonight.
And I think that would have been in anyway, so somebody got a piece of it. Set point on the way. Johnson gets a set up from Baki. Johnson sets up Erickson for a nice kill in front of Eilerson.
Yeah, and that's Matea Erickson, and they're going to need her to come up big here. It's going to be another set point for the Nuggets. Erickson's going back to serve.
Speaking of Erickson, I only have her down for 1 kill. Like you said, the Nuggets have shut her down this set.
Yep.
1 set this set, I should say. 1 kill this set. As the ball's worked around, Steer gets underneath it, and she gets that double hit call on her. So, are the Prowlers going to crawl back in?
Well, it's going to come down to focus here, Leaf. Down 3, another set point, and it's all about focus for the Prowlers. And the Nuggets, they want to close it out.
Well, Fleming receives Erickson's serve. This one tried to push it over. Iverson not getting enough power. And as I say that, Coach Kathleen Rusted, she wanted a timeout before that serve, but she was too late. She's going to take that timeout now. On the Community Co-op scoreboard, it's 24 for the Nuggets, 22 for the Prowlers. We're in timeout mode on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be right back. Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs, auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers, banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available, welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information. Thanks so much for sticking around on YourLiveEvent.com. We are in set number 2 with the Nuggets trying to get out of this one. 24 over the Prowlers, 22. They're from Thief River Falls. We're playing at a neutral site in Glendon, Minnesota. I'm Leif Bakken. James Cardarelli by my side. James, we've had a good one so far, and it's getting tight here.
It's getting tight, and the Prowlers down 1 set to 0. They don't want to fall down 2 sets to 0 here.
That kind of becomes a mental barrier. It also becomes a little bit of a physical one because you got more time. You have to make up for all that time. Erickson serve on the way. Fleming underneath it. Eilerson sets it up. Here's Rustad. Tip over was hard. This one on its way over. Nice job by Iverson getting underneath it. Eilerson, then Fleming. To the back is Baki. There's Johnson. This one set up, and then Lingen puts it too far. They're looking for a tip. No tip. Goes out of bounds, and that's how this one closes. Is 25-22 in favor of the Nuggets, and that'll put the Nuggets up 1 more set, 2-0 over the Prowlers of Thief River Falls. We're going into set number 3 on YourLiveEvent.com. Leif Bakken, James Cardarelli with the call. More volleyball action on the way.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Welcome to a caring community of older adults living safely in company with others. Welcome to Benedictine Living Community Ada, with the commitment to senior living you've come to expect from Benedictine. As a member of the Benedictine organization, Benedictine Living Community Ada can offer personalized care to your loved ones while relying on the support and expertise of a larger network of professionals. We are proud of our community and we are proud to serve you. We are Benedictine. Learn more at benedictineliving.org/together.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
This is YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bach and James Cardarelli by my side as we've got Section 8AA Championship Volleyball for you from Glendon, Minnesota. The Hawley Nuggets leading the Thief River Falls Prowlers 2-0. As in that set, we saw the Prowlers get ahead there, James, but some miscommunication really kind of took hold of them and got them back down.
Exactly, but I've seen this Prowler team come back multiple times this season. It is a resilient team, and just like in that quarterfinal when they went down 2-1, head coach Hannah Lund pulled her team out into the hallway. She just did the same thing.
Yeah.
Prowlers just came back on the floor.
Yeah, I was going to say, where did they go? And then I was going to ask you as we were in our break and say, wait a second, they're in the hall getting some knowledge served.
Yeah, I've seen this before, and last time it worked. We'll see if they can rework that magic again.
Prowlers and the Nuggets on YourLiveEvent.com, the championship of the Section 8AA. The number 2 of both the North and the South of this section. Winner goes to the state quarterfinals next Thursday. Away we go with set number 3. Nuggets, light set over by Steer. Nice recovery by the Prowlers. They'll go on 2. And then the Nuggets will go on 2, so Eilerson comes up with a kill.
Yeah, there's Eilerson, and we've been calling her name a lot. And Nuggets on the board here first.
It helps when you're the setter. You get to have your name set every time. Eilerson and Johnson are popular names for tonight's game. Rogala will receive the serve. That was Johnson pushing it over. Rusted goes on the attack. That one goes off. Coach Lund wants to play a little volleyball, James.
Yeah, Coach Lund, an ex-Prowler volleyball player, and you could see her reaction there. It almost looked like she was out there playing.
Fleming continuing to serve. Nice dig up by Regala. Erickson puts it off the block. This one high up off the backboard. Around we go. Nice job by Eilerson. That's Martell. Nice block up front, and it will be successful for Anna Steer and Alex Eilerson.
Yeah, and this is how that first set started, with a 3-0 run early for Holley. The Prowlers got to stop the bleeding here.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right, James, as Fleming will continue to serve. I've got 4 blocks unofficially for Alex Eilerson as well. Martell, that's Carly Martell. She's on the dig. Johnson, then Erickson. This one comes across. Fleming in the right spot. Eilerson to Rusted. She puts it to the back row. Faith Rusted with another kill. That's 6 on the night.
Yeah, there's Rusted, and finding the open spot on the floor. Really just striking that ball quickly, and it was just too quick, too hot to handle.
And it was right in the middle in the back row, just where both, I believe that was Martell and maybe Johnson looking at each other going, whoops. Fleming, lighter serve. This one maybe hit a little bit wrong. It'll be a free ball across from Cole. Fletcher to Eilerson. 3 sets on that side. This one hit across through the block. Eilerson pushing it over. Johnson is there. And then there's a big kill for Erickson.
Yeah, there's Erickson. And that is the player that, credit Hawley, they've contained her. But if she gets hot, that is what the Prowlers need. And that's how they're going to stay alive in this one.
That's exactly right. We've seen some of the damage she can do. So we'll see if she can continue that. Here's going to be an ace for Regala. Carly Regala. And guess what, James? I'm surprised here, but that's the first ace of the night for the Prowlers.
Yeah, and Regala, she's accustomed to getting aces. She's one of the best servers here for the Thief River Falls team.
4-2. Prowlers down, and they continue to serve. Steer finding the back corner. Big kill.
Yeah, and right now, just not a great job defensively for the Prowlers. You would like to see them get up for some more blocking attempts.
And I think that, I think on either side of the net, you get a little bit nervous, James, when you see that ball is that high in the air. You want to go up for that block attempt, but it makes it tough as Anna Steer is pretty, the ball must be a little sweaty. She wipes her hands down and goes after the serve. Prowlers work the ball around. This one goes off the top of the tip. There's another kill for Matea Erickson.
Yeah, Matea Erickson, the senior. Once again, another kill here. That's her second here in this set. Prowlers down 2. Going back to serve will be Kendall Martell. Giselle Cole comes off. Carly Regala comes off as well.
6 kills for Erickson on the night. Fletcher will receive Martell's serve. Big block up front. Recovery by the Nuggets. Rusted sends it over. Nice job by Baki getting underneath it. Albee sending it over. Fleming gets to it. She'll go on the attack as well from Eilerson. Baki, nice job. Erickson to the back corner.
There's Matea Erickson, and they're looking for her here.
Yeah, great job there by Erickson. 16 assists on the night for Johnson.
Yeah, she's great, and like I said, she's going to want to look to know where Erickson is at all times here.
Martell's serve goes over to the middle back row where Fleming is. Eilerson hits it just too hard, and that puts us at 5 apiece.
All knotted up here as we're getting a nice run here serving from Kendall Martell.
5-5 in the third set. The Nuggets have the 2-0 lead. Hard set over. Johnson tries to get to it. Oh, can they save this one? Not going to work out. That's a good attempt, though, James, by the Prowlers trying to get that under control.
Good attempt, yes. But once again, just another bit of a hesitation and miscommunication. The Prowlers not knowing who should go after the ball there, and they were unable to recover.
But one thing I do notice is that Lund is a very active coach. She's talking to her players, so they're getting feedback as we go. Served by Eilerson, handled by the Prowlers, free ball to cross. There's Steer in the back, Eilerson on the setup, and then double hit going to be called, double touch on Eilerson. So that's unfortunate. They had a good setup there. I appreciate having 2 players run up at the same time and kind of do that fake out.
Little misdirection, right?
Right. Erickson on the serve. Steer to Eilerson. Now Rusted going across the court. This one skies up into the rafters and back down without touching anything. Little unorthodox for Johnson to go on the attack. This one tipped over by Rusted. Erickson gets a piece of it. Albee, and then Johnson, free pass over. Eilerson, Steer, free ball over from Rusted to the back where Martell is. Now we're back into position. Just like that, Lingen gets the kill, set up by Johnson.
Yeah, great job by Lingen, and the Prowler hitters being aggressive here, and they need to be. Erickson back to serve.
They've got the 1-point lead in the third set. Rusted to Eilerson. Now Steer, that's Izzy Steer, puts it into the net. So unfortunate error there for her, but points for the Prowlers. Good serve by Erickson. Here's a hard hit and a kill for Rusted.
Yeah, getting in that middle spot in that back line once again from Rusted. She's been targeting that area a lot, and it's paid off.
Yeah, the Prowlers trying to cover that spot, but once you leave one area, you open up another, so it makes it tough. Faith Rusted will serve. Baki underneath it. Johnson setting it up for Lingen. Nice block, but it's a great recovery for the Prowlers. Nuggets working around. Light hit by Fleming. This one going to be close to the net. Steer pushes that one over. They call her in the net. We've seen that. I guess I should say I've seen that a lot, James, where the Nuggets have found themselves in the net trying to make some hard hits.
And it's just being it's being a little over aggressive, but you can't fault them for that.
Oh, absolutely not. I would agree with you.
So Bakke will come off now for the Prowlers. Carly Martell's on and serving.
Iverson goes on the attack for the Nuggets. That one just a bit outside.
Little reference to Major League there from Leaf Bakken. Great job out of you, Leaf.
YourLiveEvent.com. It's 10 for the Prowlers from Thief River Falls, 7 for the Hawley Golden Nuggets. We'll be coming back after this timeout called by the Nuggets on YourLiveEvent.com.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leaf Bakken with James Cardarelli. We've got championship volleyball for you for Section 8AA. The winner goes to the quarterfinals of state. And right now the Prowlers are down 2-0, but they're up, James, 10-7.
Yeah, you're seeing the resiliency of this team. A lot of seniors, a lot of games played. They're not going to go out easily.
Well, Martell will serve. This is Carly Martell. Fleming, Eilerson back to Fleming. Tipped over. This one going to be hit back over. Iverson hard set back to the corner where Martell, that's Kendall Martell, reaches out but can't quite get it. Iverson will get her first kill on the night.
Yeah, good effort from Martell there, but once again, impressive by these Nuggets hitters. They just seem to find the open spot almost every time.
McKenna Iverson finally getting on the books, and I know she's been a little frustrated. She's had a couple of mistakes out there as Reap was on the serve. Prowlers working around Regala. This one touched by Eilerson, and she'll free ball it to the back corner. Martell is there. Johnson, followed by Lindgren. Block. Oh, here we go, back around. A couple of Prowlers fans. I don't know if they wanted to carry or what. I don't know what I would have called theirs. This was hit too hard.
Yeah, and that one was all set up on that rally by the communication of Eilerson. That kind of sparked it there for the Nuggets, and then unable to get it in bounds was Carly Rogala.
Martell gets this one off of two, trying to get the Nuggets on their heels. They'll have to go after this, and it'll be 4 hits on the Nuggets, so that error will give a 2-point lead now for the Prowlers.
Giselle Cole's coming on now for the Prowlers, replacing Kendall Martell. Going back to serve will be Briley Lingen.
Kendall Martell, we've been saying her name a lot. She's the libero. Reap the libero on the reception. Eilerson, now Fleming, hard set over. This is Carly Martell in the back corner with the pass. Rogella gets blocked, and then she comes back on the recovery. Good job, but the Nuggets get a chance here. Fleming sending it to the back corner. There's Martell again. That's Carly Martell. Cole rides the net. So now the Nuggets get it. Set over. Good job by Rogala. Johnson sends it over on 2. Now it'll be a free pass over from Rusted. Lindgren in the back. Cole puts it into the net. I'm not going to call that a block. Yeah, 4 hits from the top official. So now that puts Nuggets down by 1.
Coming off is Briley Lingen now, and right back on the floor is Kendall Martell.
Yeah, Martell has enough time to sit down, take a breath, get a drink, and then she's back on the floor. Like to get her some more time, I'm sure, as the ball's worked around. This one tipped over by Cole. This one tipped over by Eilerson. And now into the back. There's too many people in the front row, James, so that opened up a lot of space in the back seat.
Yeah, a lot of space there, and Giselle Cole with a kill, and that's big for the senior.
Big for the Prowlers, down by 2 sets, but up by 2 points in set number 3.
Yeah, and Cole's a calming force out there for the Prowlers. She's been that way all season long.
Johnson serve received by Reap. Eilerson now Steer sending it to the back. Martell gets a piece of it, and now it's heading the wrong direction, and it'll be a kill there for Anna Steer.
Yeah, Anna Steer with authority on that one. Just too hot to handle. Impressive how she's able to strike the ball.
22 assists for Alex Eilerson tonight. 1 point difference on the board. Fleming's serve is handled by the Prowlers. There's a block up front by Anna Steer as Cole was trying to just tip it over.
Yeah, great defense there and heads-up play for the Nuggets to get there to the net and block Cole.
We're right next to the student section and Prowler fans. You can hear them. Wrapped up at 12 as Fleming goes on the serve. Martell gets underneath it. Johnson setting it up here for Regala, right? No, that's not Regala. That's Erickson who comes up with the kill.
And yeah, Matea Erickson, once again, contained in the first 2 sets, but now you're seeing her be impactful, and it's showing on the scoreboard.
4 kills this set for you, James. She's got 8 on the night. Now Regala will come back onto the floor. There she is. Carly Martell takes a seat. Fletcher gets underneath it. Fleming, and now Rusted. This one partially blocked, but ends up on the Prowler side, so they'll free ball it across. They want 2 hits, but that was a block. As this one's powered down.
Erickson once again. That's her 5th kill in this 3rd set. Only 4 in the first 2.
Yeah, really nice job there for Erickson. Great setup, keeping that 2-point lead for the Prowlers of Thief River Falls. Regala's serve ends up in the hands of Fleming. Eilerson now Steer. Martell gets underneath it. That was a good job. Johnson now Erickson again. As I say that, a little bit off on the hands again. It's just one of those things, James, that's been really tightly watched this year.
It really is, and it's a lot of those calls here tonight, Leaf. Rookie Baki's coming on, replacing Carly Regala now.
Steer on the serve for the Nuggets. Martell to Johnson. This one to Cole. She finds an open spot in the back row.
There's Giselle Cole. It's been Erickson and Cole here, the seniors, leading the way in this 3rd set. Briley Lingen is coming on, replacing Giselle Cole for Thief River Falls. Kendall Martell will go back to serve.
As Cole takes a seat, she's got 5 kills on the night, 20 assists for Johnson. Nuggets work the ball around, tipped over by Steer to that far side. Izzy Steer, that is.
Yeah, Izzy Steer finding the open spot of the floor, and it's really just impressive. I keep on saying it, but it's impressive how they're just able to get that open spot almost every time, Lee.
Lots of communication on the Nuggets side. That's been helping them out. Finally seeing the Prowlers fire on all cylinders as well. As Johnson free balls it across, they are up by 1. Here's Rusted going on the attack and the kill, just out of the reach of Martell.
Yeah, Rusted coming up and striking that one hard. Martell usually really good with her reaction speed, just too quick to handle.
15 around here in set number 3. Alex Eilerson on the serve. Albee gets underneath it. Johnson setting it up for Lingen. In the back row is Steer. Now Eilerson, followed by Rustad. Nice job by Albee. Quick look over. Johnson on a pass, and then not enough. A little bit of a miscommunication again, run into each other.
Yeah, miscommunication. Prowler's got to get on the same page. Nuggets taking a 1-point lead here.
3rd set play. Eilerson remaining on the serve. Albee, Johnson, Erickson, hard hit. That goes through the block, slowed it enough down. That went off the wire. Eilerson called off Rustad. Well, it looked like Rustad was going in. Eilerson was communicating, but that didn't work out.
And Hawley's been great communicating all game long, but a rare miscommunication between the Nuggets there.
Not sure what happened. That one did go off the wire up above. It's still wiggling. As Rustad goes on the attack. This one, miscommunication on the Prowler side.
Just hesitation. They don't know who's going after it.
25 assists there for Eilerson. 9 kills for Rustad. Ball worked around. Albee goes on the attack. This one off of the forearm of Rustad. She'll turn around and not be satisfied with that, but that'll be Aaliyah Albee with her 2nd kill on the night. And Johnson with a good setup.
Carly Martell's coming on for Aaliyah Albee. Brookie Baki's coming off, getting replaced by Carly Regala.
So Martell will serve here, tied up at 17 in the 3rd set. Fleming goes on the attack. That's Kendall Martell, Johnson, and now Lingen. Rusted on the reception. Here's Eilerson on the attack. And they call Eilerson for the carry.
And we're going back and forth here. It'd be nice for the Prowlers to kind of get a little bit more of a cushion against the Nuggets.
Yeah, that's what they're hoping for too. Rusted on the reception. Here's Steer on the attack, just a little tip attack. Nice job by Martell. And then we're going to have a double touch there by Johnson. Got to be frustrated this season as setters all the way around. Don't get me wrong, not just this game, but I've seen that throughout the season. And so we're going to have to make adjustments for next time, next season, into the rest of the postseason as well. 18 around. Reap on the serve. Attack by Lingen, and then it goes off the elbow of Eilerson trying to go after it, and Eilerson has to chase it down, doesn't get to it in time. There's another 1-point lead.
Yeah, good hustle there, but just a little bit too far. Lingen will go back to serve for the Prowlers.
Free ball across from the Nuggets. Here's Cole sending it back to Reap. Eilerson, then Fleming. Nice job by Lingen underneath that. Oh, Martell was telling somebody to come in, and then she had to make that decision at the last second.
Yeah, once again, the ball's in the air. You got to make the decision. You're either going for it or you're not, but it's the miscommunication, and for whatever reason, they just can't seem to get on the same page.
And that probably should have been Martell's ball the way it looked in her area. Fletcher steps on and serves. This is Kendall Martell on the dig. Regala gets it over the top of the block. Reap to Eilerson. Now Fleming sends it to the side. Reaching out is Regala, but then they can't recover from it as it was off her hand kind of awkwardly. Fleming with the kill. That's Fleming's 6th. 2019 is the score in favor of the Nuggets. That one was going to be out of bounds. Martell got a piece of it. It turns into an ace here for Ashley Fletcher.
Yeah, and now's not the time to hesitate. Head coach Hannah Lund, she's taking the timeout, and I would guess that's what she's going to tell her team.
Yeah, they need to take a timeout. Down by 2 now, and they've been a tight one this whole third set. We'll be right back on yourliveevent.com. Community Co-op scoreboard reads 21-19 Nuggets.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
Community Co-op scoreboard reads 21-19. Holley Nuggets leading the Thief River Falls Prowlers. I'm Leif Bakken with James Cardarelli, who's been following the Prowlers. I've been following the Nuggets. And I think we've made a pretty good team so far tonight, James.
I think so, Leif.
So we're having fun here at Glendon, Minnesota, neutral site for this Section 8AA championship game. Ashley Fletcher remaining on the serve. Erickson going to receive it. Johnson setting it up for Cole, and that one out of the reach. Just past the face of Fletcher.
Yeah, there's that calming force I talked about. Giselle Cole, resilient team in the Prowlers. Season's on the line.
That's the big thing here. As you said, James, season on the line. Down by 1, Johnson steps back to serve. Reap on the reception. Eilerson to Fleming. Light hit goes through the block. Johnson gets underneath it. Erickson sets it up, and here's Regala. That'll go through that block from the Nuggets. Fletcher, Eilerson, and then Fleming. Awkward punch, didn't go over.
Yeah, kind of got caught in between of what she wanted to do there. Kind of mistimed her jump, plays it into the net, and we're tied up.
She looks over to Coach Rusted and says, I wanted to push it over, but like you said, was deciding on if she should set it over, tip it over, hit it. Rusted comes up to Eilerson now. Steer, ooh, nice little setback. Work the ball around. Erickson gets blocked up front. Fleming and Steer.
Yeah, great job there from Fleming and Steer. They know where Erickson is at all times, and it paid off there.
22-21 in the third set. 2 sets to none. The Nuggets take control of the ball, and they've got that 1-point lead. Johnson punches it over to the back where Reap is. Eilerson, now a tip over by Steer. Erickson's there. Cole trying to tip it over. Now can they recover from this? Gotta go, and it's gotta go over that time. They do so. Eilerson, hard hit. Johnson wasn't ready for that. Unexpected kill for the setter.
Yeah, Eilerson, playing that one well. I think they were expecting the set, but just catching them off guard. And now the Prowlers are down 2 here. 23-21, season is on the line for Thief River Falls.
Third set, they're down by 2 sets. We're going to keep it here as we go into this timeout, the second timeout called by Coach Hannah Lund. The student section trying to get everybody on their feet for the Prowler side. Everybody already, you can see across the way, is on their feet.
And in playoff time like this, the team that does advance, you're happy for them, but then you also think about the seniors on the other team. They're going to be their last game playing together. A lot of emotion out there. Prowlers fighting for their playoff lives here, and then the Nuggets looking to close it out and go on to states, which will be the first time in program history,
right,
if I remember correctly.
Yes, yeah, you're exactly right, James. And so this means a lot to both teams. Like you said, for Thief River Falls to make it, they've been making history, as Coach mentioned in the pregame as well. And then big history for the Holley Nuggets also. Pretty much the entire place on its feet. 23-21 in the third set in favor of the Nuggets. Fleming's serve. Going to be a little bit tight. There's going to be an ace for Fleming.
Great job by Fleming, but really that's a rare mistake for Josie Johnson. And just again, hesitating, caught in between of what she wanted to do there. And she pays the price.
The set and match point about to be served as senior Maddie Walker, the 5'4" setter, defensive specialist, steps on to serve. A lot of pressure on her, but she's up to the task. This one on its way over. Regala gets to it. This one out of control. Johnson trying to bring it back in. Martell will have to free pass it over. Fletcher to Eilerson, setting it up for Steer. Hard hit into the block, but it ends up on the Prowler side. Martell, Johnson, and now Erickson on the attack. Fletcher goes after it for the pass. A pass from Eilerson now. That's Rusted, excuse me. Regala, Cole, now this one, and it ends up on the Prowler side of the floor. The Holley Nuggets have won the Section 8AA Championship and will advance to the quarterfinal state tournament.
Yeah, we just witnessed history here, Leaf. The Nuggets did what they had to do, winning 3-0. Both teams fought hard, but congratulations to the Holley Nuggets. They're moving on.
25 for the Nuggets, 21 for the Prowlers, as the Nuggets go out in style with 3-set win for tonight. We're going to take a break and come back with some final statistics. We're going to talk to the coach, Kathleen Rusted. We're going to talk to some of the Holley Golden Nuggets as well, as they'll be doing some awards and all that for Section 8AA. This was the championship game, and the Nuggets figure it out in 3 over the Prowlers from Thief River Falls. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Community Consignment in Thief River Falls provides the community with cost-effective used clothing, household items, and furniture. From shoes to DVDs and CDs, Community Consignments has a bit of everything, including a wide variety of jewelry and accessories, as well as vintage antiques. Community Consignments provides delivery of furniture upon request, and they accept donations, which helps keep landfills free from recyclable goods. Visit Community Consignments in Thief River Falls today.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With preschool, before and after school enrichment, and community education, the Hawley Public Schools are able to provide learning opportunities for all students. With academic clubs, athletics, and fine arts, the Hawley Public Schools has the right club or organization for your student to become a member of. To learn more about programs and activities offered by the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Holley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Holley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available in monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HolleyBoosters.com for more information.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Hi, welcome to Hometown Realty. How can we help you?
Bienvenidos a Hometown Realty. ¿En qué le podemos ayudar?
Whether you are looking to buy or sell property, Hometown Realty can help. They have 2 office locations, one in Warren and the other one in Thief River Falls. They have all the equipment to do a virtual walkthrough if you aren't quite ready or able to view in person. And they have a drone for beautiful aerial pictures, as well as 5 knowledgeable agents ready to assist you. So if you are looking to buy or sell, give Hometown Realty a call today.
On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leif Bach, and thanks for sticking around with us as we talk about some of these final statistics as they award the Prowlers on their runner-up look here. And let's start off with the Prowlers from Thief River Falls. James, you've been watching them the whole time, and I should introduce you again. James Cardarelli by my side. I'm Leif Bakken, and glad to have this play-by-play action for Section 8AA. The winners, the Nuggets, will be going to state, which we'll talk about in a little bit as well. But for the Prowlers, talking about some of these statistics, only one ace on the night. It was in that in the third set for Regala, and you told me, James, that she'd usually go on a run sometimes.
Yeah, she's one of their best servers. Really, what separated these two teams here tonight, and what I was surprised about is the miscommunication and the hesitancy of these Prowler players. It's something I haven't seen all season long, but nonetheless, great season for Thief River Falls, and it's been a pleasure watching them all year.
One block on the team stats as we are talking here with our Benedictine Living game summary. You can learn more about Benedictine at benedictineliving.org/together. As we look here, on the kills, there was 9 in the first set, 5 in the second, followed by 10 in the third for a total of 24. Your leader in kills tonight for the Prowlers was Matea Erickson. She had 9 total, followed by 6 by Briley Lingen. And so then on the assist category, it was 8 in the first, 5 in the second, 9 in the third for a total of 22. So all 22 of those, according to what I've got here unofficially, Josie Johnson.
Yeah, and you know, what's surprising to me is just 9 kills from Matea Erickson. Usually she's around that 16, 17, even into 20 range at times throughout the year. They did a great job. You got to credit Holley. They did a great job containing her, and that was one of the differences here.
I also should mention that Giselle Cole also had 6 kills to be in that runner-up position in that spot. Albie had 2, followed by Regala at 1. I mean, great contain by Holley on Erickson. It seemed like Cole was in the right spot at the right times. Lingen also had some great hits.
Yeah, those are the offensive players there for the Prowlers, and even Giselle Cole, 6, that's surprising as well. She kind of gets up into that 14-15 range each game as well. So you got to credit Holley. It was an impressive outing defensively, and that's exactly what they talked about in the pregame interview.
Right. Coach Rusted said they worked on their defense. As we switch over to the Nuggets here in the Benedictine Living game summary, the Nuggets win 3-0 in Section 8AA Championship. The Nuggets had 1 ace in the first, 3 in the second, and 2 in the third to make 6 total. Your leader in aces, Alex Eilerson, as the team and the fans flood the floor. We'll get some interviews here in a second. 4 for Eilerson there in the aces. In the blocks category, 8. There weren't any in the first, 8 in the second, 5 in the third. That is a total of 13. And your leaders there were Anna Steer and Alex Eilerson, each having 4, posting 4 up. Isabel Steer, the freshman, posting 3. Kills category went 11, 10, and 14 for a total of 35. Anna Steer with 10 kills to be the leader tonight, followed by Faith Rusted at 9. Then we saw Fleming who's an outside hitter, does a good job at 6. We also saw 6 for the setter, Alex Eilerson, so a little unorthodox there, but really cool. And in the assist category, 10, 10, and 10 for a total of 30, 26 of those coming from none other than Alex Eilerson. The other 4 from Ashley Fletcher, who's also a defensive specialist setter kind of position for her, plays that back row. Yeah, great job here. And James, your thoughts on the Nuggets tonight?
Yeah, my thoughts on the Nuggets are impressive team. Only 5 losses on the year. That's a team that won 26 games on the season, and it showed why here tonight. My first time seeing Holley, and it's just a team that was clicking on all cylinders, to be honest, Leaf. The communication was there, not too many errors as far as mentally, and they're on the same page, and it looks like they're playing great volleyball going into states now.
This is how it went. 25-16 in the first set, 25-22 in the second set. It was much tighter, and then a pretty tight third set as well, 25-21, where mistakes by the Prowlers set them back, and that was the issue. And so the Nuggets take this one in 3 in Section 8AA Volleyball Championship and head off to state, which will be played next Thursday. That'll start. As that wraps up our Benedictine Living game summary. Learn more about Benedictine at benedictineliving.org/together. We're going to come back and get some interviews with coach, players, and we'll wrap things up here in just a bit on yourliveevent.com.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devil's Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Jacobson Red Angus Ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota, where local beef is produced. Well-fed, quality beef from Jacobson Red Angus. They have butcher beef for sale now. Call now to order your beef, 701-361-3189, or visit jacobsonredangus.com. Find the beef for your freezer at Jacobson Red Angus. And for beef producers, the annual Jacobson Red Angus Spring Bull Sale is March 18th, jacobsonredangus.com.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Crookston at 1726 University Avenue or by phone 253-4204 or 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Lynn Fours Agency, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Monoman, LynnForsAgency.com. The Lynn Fours Agency, your insurance source.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Norman County Implement has fall tillage equipment field ready. Used pieces include Wilrich Quadex 50-foot priced at $19,000, Case IH Tigermate 2 50-foot $25,000. Talk with Chuck O'Neill for pricing on this 60-foot Tigermate 200, 2018 Salford 42-foot model I-1100 used only 2,500 acres. The update on beet equipment, 2 used 12-row Amity toppers just traded after harvest. Call for pricing. 218-784-2961. They thank you for your business.
The Holley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, in the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Holley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit hollyboosters.com for more information.
Old Bostwick's at 224 Labrie Avenue North in Thief River Falls is where you can find upscale vintage items, as well as new and like-new antiques. Come shop for men's, women's, and children's clothing. Browse a wide variety of jewelry, ties, shoes, hats, and accessories, as well as home decor furniture and unique glassware. Old Bostwick's accepts donations on behalf of local nonprofits, with a portion of proceeds going to those in need. Shop for a cause while going green at Old Bostwick's in Thief River Falls.
Welcome back here to YourLiveEvent.com. We're going to head down to the floor with Leif Bach, and he's standing with head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, Kat Rusted.
Coach Kathleen Rusted, how's it feel to be a Section 8AA champion coach?
Pretty awesome. Pretty grateful, yeah.
What does it just feel good? I mean, you still have to go on to the next level at state, but does it feel good, like the work's paid off and everything that's been put into this? Or what's just the feeling you're going through right now?
Pretty emotional, yeah. I think that's to say the least. That's pretty big understatement. You know, there's lots of emotions in the gym right now, positive, negative. You know, when you get a taste of something like this that Hawley's never had before, I think you want a little more. I think you just get a little bit hungry, but for right now, I'm going to cherish what we have. Pretty grateful.
You guys put together 3 good sets. It got a little tight there in set 2 and 3, but you got to be proud of how the girls work together, as we've talked about. I mean, that being one of the big themes of the year, coming together, working together, that Alex had told me. That showed through again tonight.
Yeah, it did. You know, I feel like maybe we learned a lesson from the last game where the momentum just kept going and going, and we couldn't stop it, and tonight we did. So hopefully they're learning from mistakes, you know, even still, late in the season, they can learn.
So what are some of your expectations at the next level? You're going to savor tonight, but then at the next level, it's another new place, a new stage, and some different competition.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to see quicker adjustment because most of these teams we will not have seen at all. So it's a learn by doing. I think you get on the court and you see them warm up, it's going to be immediately in tune to what's going on. But again, it just goes back to what do they believe they can do.
Coach Kathleen Rusted of the Hawley Nuggets, is there anything else you want folks at home to know, or any message from your team to everybody out there?
I think I speak for the whole team when I say they appreciate and they're grateful for all of the sport from beginning to end. It doesn't just take 1 or 5 or 15 people on the court. We realize this small community gave it their all too, not just the team. So thank you.
Coach, congratulations on the section championship. On to state.
Thank you.
Coach Kathleen Rusted of the Hawley Nuggets. They're heading to state, everybody. We'll be back with some more players.
Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With great facilities, small class sizes, dedicated teachers and support staff, and a variety of course offerings, make Hawley Public Schools the perfect choice for your son or daughter's educational setting. To learn more about Hawley Public Schools, including calendars, directory, menus, and athletic information, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or follow them on Facebook. Good luck Nuggets from the Hawley Public Schools.
Let's head back down to the floor to Leif Bakken once again. He's got players from the Holley Nuggets.
Thanks so much, James. We'll let the chairs move by as I've got the senior, Faith Rusted. Faith, what are the emotions after a big 3-set win over the Prowlers in this championship?
Let me think. Probably gratitude, definitely gratitude, and I don't really know. I can't really think of one. Maybe hope for Holley volleyball.
You mentioned to me the other night that this is the furthest you guys have made it, and now you're making it even further. How does it feel, again, to be part of history and continuing to extend that for Holley?
I haven't decided how it feels yet, but it feels very amazing because we have all these fans that have never seen us before in Holley volleyball, and we get to be the ones to show them. So it's that's what I got.
Tonight, you guys looked really fluid. Again, kind of the power three, you, Grace, and Alex. And Alex was setting you guys up really well. There's a couple of times where we were sitting up there for both sides. We've talked about this a little bit throughout the year. Those sets and getting those double touches, it's really unfortunate and really kind of throws the rhythm off of everything. But Alex did a nice job, and she set you and Anna up really well tonight.
She did a very nice job with that. She doesn't let it bother her, so when she messes up, she flushes it, and she maintains a positive attitude for us and the team, which helps a lot. So then we know that we just keep pushing.
So as a senior, you've got some underclassmen that are on the team with you. You had the JV you've been working with. What does this prove to them? What does this, as a leader yourself, show those younger athletes coming up? And you have the volleyball buddy program. I mean, what's a win like this in the section to go to state show them?
It shows them that we can do it, and we're not just a small town. We can do the things that the big towns can do, and no matter what the past is, no matter what the future holds, every game, every point, everything that we do, we try to represent God and our teammates and each other.
Faith Rusted, senior for the Holley Golden Nuggets. Is there a message out there for the folks at home that you want them to know from you guys?
We love our fans and stay positive in whatever happens.
Awesome. There you go. Senior Faith Rusted, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll try to catch up with a few more people, James, but hey, it seems like they're pretty grateful so far for making it this far and continuing on.
And rightfully so. So we'll return. We'll throw it back down to you. Grab some more players for us, Leaf, and we'll be right back.
If you're redoing your shower or looking for a new windshield for your car, Thief River Glass has you covered. Owner Dave Anderson and his team will help you out with all your glass needs. Thief River Glass also offers residential glass storefronts and commercial doors. From race trailer doors, automatic doors, handicap operators, and safety equipment glass, they do it all. Thief River Glass is located at 418 Atlantic Avenue North in Thief River Falls. Call today at 218-681-1333.
Let's go right back down to the floor. Leif Bakken is standing with Isabel Steer, a freshman of the Holley Golden Nuggets.
Thanks so much, James, and we're glad everyone's sticking around here on yourliveevent.com. As James mentioned, freshman Izzy Steer standing here. As a freshman, Izzy, what's it feel like to win this section championship?
It feels really amazing, and I think we did it really good as a team, and we all had a part in it and played a part.
Absolutely. You guys did a great job, and there was a lot of time. I mean, you've been a key to this team as long as I've been following you guys, and what's it kind of like to be a freshman starter? Is it a little bit nerve-wracking, or has it been something that you fit right in and you just go?
Well, the first part of the season I was a little nervous, but the team has really helped me become confident over time, and now it feels really good.
You had a couple of big blocks. You've been one of the ladies up front that's been able to take care of business, and you did that tonight as well. So what's it like when you saw a couple of those other opponents that, they were, 6', 6'2", and, that's got to be a little bit nerve-wracking, but you're able to take care of business anyway.
Yeah, well, we've seen a lot of tall people before, and I play against some really good hitters that I block against, so it's fun.
So now you're part of history, making it to state. You've talked about a little bit about the feeling on that, but what's it like just having all this support and everybody coming with you? And I know it's not very far down the road to get back home, but it's been really awesome to see. When we went to Pelican the other night, there was a lot of people there, and it just feels like everyone's behind you guys.
Yeah. The fans are amazing, and they're there for everything, and we really are thankful to have them at every single game that we have, and we couldn't do it without them.
Last question for you is what it's like to play with your sister as well, and you guys get another year of that. Is there a lot of fighting and quarreling, or is it a lot of, hey, we work together and we can fight at home and we'll take care of business on the court?
We work together a lot, and I'm going to really miss her next year when she leaves, and it's really fun to work with her.
Isabel Steer, they call her Izzy Steer. Congratulations on the win tonight, and I'll let you go back and celebrate with your friends.
Thank you so much.
Your coverage on yourliveevent.com. James, I'm going to try to find a few more people, a couple more seniors hopefully, and we'll keep things rolling.
Yeah, great stuff there from Izzy Steer. A freshman has a bright future ahead of her, and we're going to be right back with some more player interviews right here on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
All right, we're going to go right back down to the floor on yourliveevent.com. Leif Bakken is with Alex Eilerson. Leif?
Thanks, James. Alex Eilerson, senior setter for this team. And Alex, talk a little bit about the win and what it means to be a Section 8AA champion as a senior.
It feels amazing. We've worked so hard every single day to get where we are, and I feel like we are still climbing and we are not satisfied. And so we are just so excited to practice next week and show up at the state tournament.
I know you don't want to dwell on it too much, the hardship, but it's kind of tough, and we've seen it throughout the season where the official kind of sees that your hands aren't quite set right, and you could tell for both you and for Johnson across the way that it was tough because it kind of wrecks the momentum that you've got rolling. And so talk about working through that and working through as a setter that stoppage and those struggles.
Right. I'd say it depends a lot on the officials. Each official is different, so we have to adjust each game. And I would say my biggest focus is are my hands, but I can't get my hands there without my feet. So I've been working on that a lot, and I just try to get squared to the pin every time. When I can't, it just kind of a play where we have to flush it and move on to the next play.
Let's not focus on that. Let's talk about how all the assists you had once again tonight. You set up everybody almost perfectly. I mean, Grace had a couple of great kills. We saw that Faith had some great kills. Setting up Anna, she was the leader in kills tonight. So it just felt like you really brought a lot of energy tonight to get everything rolling. And did it feel good?
It felt so good. I mean, it hit me today that we're not given anything. We have to work for everything. And so every point it was go after it. Every point it was give it your all, do your best, put the best ball up that you could.
What's it feel like to be part of Holley High School history as you guys are heading off to the state tournament? And we'll see how things play out, but next Thursday you're back at it again.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm so grateful and thankful for my teammates and my coaches and all the people that support us. My family is amazing, and the community. We have so many families that come to every game without even having a player on the court. And so that just shows just how great a tight-knit community is.
Alex Eilerson, she's a senior setter for this Holley Nugget team. Congratulations once again, and go celebrate some more with your friends.
Thank you.
James, I've got a few others I think I had lined up. They ran away from me, so I'll be coming back. I'll try to get them again, and we'll see what we can do here.
Yeah, special stuff there for the senior Alex Eilerson. When we come back, hopefully Leaf can track down some more players. We'll be back with more players on YourLiveEvent.com.
8 Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. 8 Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, 8 Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
And right back down to the floor we go to Leaf. He's standing with Anna Steer.
Anna Steer, the junior for this team, outside hitter, and Anna, congratulations on the win. What's it feel like to be a Section 8AA champion?
I don't think it's really hit me yet. Exciting. Just exciting.
Yeah, hey, you led the night in kills for your team, so congratulations there as well. You know, what's it been like? We've talked about this a little bit, to have those 3 seniors, especially Alex, who's able to set you up and get you those plays.
Yeah, it's super fun to always look up to them and look to them for leadership and even be their leader sometimes and help them. And and it's just really fun to play with them and see how far they've come and how they've helped me grow as a player as well.
I talked to your sister, Izzy, so how fun is that to work together as sisters on the floor, starters? I asked her, you guys don't seem to fight on the floor, but maybe you fight at home and take care of it there, but you guys seem to work well together on the floor.
Surprisingly, we don't really fight ever, but yeah, it's super fun to play with her. It's one of my favorite things, and next year I'll be senior, so I'm going to miss it so much afterwards, but I have to enjoy what I have with her, and it's my favorite thing.
Well, what are you looking forward to? I imagine that Coach Rusted will probably make practice. I don't know if she'll make it difficult or not, but you guys have a little bit less than a week to practice and get ready for state on Thursday.
Yeah, I think we just have to get prepared and ready just to take the next step and move on because we're not done yet.
That's right. Anna Steer, she's a junior for this Holley Nugget team, and congratulations once again, and I'll try to track down some of your other teammates. So here we go.
Thank you.
James, we're getting through them. Let's see, I've got a few more. Maddie Walker walked away from me, so now I'm going to have to figure that one out. And it looks like we're starting to see a little bit of a clearing in the gym. So maybe keep it here, Jerry, but let me try to find some people. James, anything else on your end? Tell me a little bit about what you've experienced with the Prowlers on their side of things, and maybe the emotions you maybe observed since you've had some time to look around the gym.
Yeah, I saw a tight-knit group the entire season long for the Prowlers.
Maddie Walker, you think you're running away.
And as Leaf tracks them down, we can maybe do a little play-by-play. There goes Leaf showing off the Jets, tracking down Maddie Walker, trying to get away from him. He's got her.
All right, Maddie Walker, senior for this Holley Nugget team. Maddie, what's it like to be a Section 8AA champion?
You know, it's really awesome, and it's just really exciting that we can get the job done today.
Yeah, and how special is it that Coach just says, hey, Maddie, I need you to get in there, and I need you to serve this ball up?
You know, it is a lot of pressure, but you just got to step up to the plate and do your best and get it done.
Hey, and that's what you did, right?
Yep, I sure did.
What are you expecting coming up here from practice or preparing for state? One, a lot of emotion, so maybe you don't want to think about it right now, but a lot to prepare for as you guys get going to the cities.
Yeah, we really got to get back on the grind and get to practice and be working, get ready for the state tournament.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks so much for letting me catch you, Maddie. Maddie Walker, senior for this Nugget team. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, let's see. Oh, there's McKenna Iverson. I've got McKenna Iverson coming here. She walked. I should have stood here. Everyone's going to the locker room.
Where's the camera?
Right there.
Oh.
So McKenna Iverson, she's a senior for this team, and McKenna, I don't know if we've talked much before, but what's it like being a front row player and getting in? You're one of the taller players, so you're able to sky up there. You're also able to make some attacks, and you did pretty good tonight.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I've just kind of never been a back row player, and it's always been easier for me to play front row just because of my height and kind of my aggressiveness, so I like it up there.
What's it been like to work with all the seniors that you've been with? I mean, you guys have grown in this game together and worked so hard, especially when it comes to Alex Eilerson setting you up for a lot of those kills and attacks that you go after.
Honestly, I don't even have any words to describe it. It's just kind of a really good connection that we've all had over the years. You know, we're friends outside of volleyball, and I honestly think that's kind of what makes us so successful, just being like connected to each other and just kind of having that bond.
What's it like to be a Section 8AA champion?
Awesome. I don't have any words. You know, it's just great how we got here, and I couldn't be more excited.
What are your expectations for practice and maybe going to state? Like, you guys haven't been to that stage before in school history, so you're part of history, and the leadership of Coach Rusted. You guys are gonna probably get after it a little bit, and then next Thursday comes along and you play.
Yeah, honestly, I think practice, we're going to hit it hard next week. Probably some late practices, watching film, passing and serving, and I think, I don't know what state's like, but hopefully we're going to be ready.
Congratulations on this win tonight, and best of luck, and we'll see you down the road, McKenna.
Thank you.
McKenna Eilerson, she's a senior, and I thought I was going to get to catch Grace Fleming with the plaque, but she's going to hand it off. No, it's fine.
I've been throwing it around too.
Grace Fleming, senior for this Golden Nugget team from Holley, outside hitter. And Grace, just talk about what it's like to be a Section 8AA champion, and an impressive night for you guys.
Yeah, it was really fun, and it was just really exciting to see a packed gym. Like, you didn't see one spot open, people are standing. And it was really fun just because we just did that for softball, and it's fun to get experience for volleyball too, especially since it's my favorite sport. And you could tell we're just a family and work together through everything, practice and games. And it was a really amazing experience to have.
We were talking about it during the broadcast, and you're talking about it now. You seniors, the communication you guys have, working together, that's kind of, Alex told me the other night, that's kind of your theme, the work together, come together. So that's got to be probably the strongest, one of the biggest points to the success, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, two of our themes are like stronger together and give it all, and I'd say we definitely have done that this season, especially along playoffs. We're playing together, and we're going for every ball, and it's really exciting to see it all come together.
Talk a little bit about some of the play tonight. You maybe didn't get as many looks as you maybe wanted, but it looked good. You had a few kills. You got things set up, had a couple of digs as well, just trying to keep the ball going and keep this game rolling.
Yeah, it was really fun just to see. We got a lot of digs and touches you may not always expect, and sometimes our blocking was a little off in the beginning, but we adjusted and got it down. And yeah, we definitely mixed up the sets tonight and just kept hitting different spots that were open as they adjusted to what we were hitting.
What are your expectations going to state, whether that be for practice or for the games coming up?
I think we're definitely going to have some intense practices, but we're also going to try and prepare for the teams ahead. And I think it's going to be a really exciting experience at state, and I feel like we're going to have a great community presence there as well.
Grace Fleming, she's a senior for this Nugget team, and once again, congratulations on the championship.
Thank you.
There you have it. And I apologize to everybody for yelling at Maddie Walker from across the way, but I'm glad you could have some fun with it, James.
Yeah, you turned on the jets there, Leaf. I was pretty impressive with the
yeah.
speed.
Yeah, super fast. That's right. Let's see if Ashley Fletcher will have some time. She's visiting briefly. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yes.
Got her. We'll stand right here. Everybody's cheering for Ashley Fletcher, a senior for this team. Ashley, congratulations on the championship for Section 8AA. What's it like to be a champion in this section?
So much fun. I'm so grateful for all my teammates, and I can't wait to spend the days up there with them, and so we can keep playing.
You know, we talked about it last time between you and McKenna. She's more of the front row, you're more of the back row. Hey, you had some hard digs to get underneath tonight. What was that like playing against this Prowler team?
I feel like they came out very aggressive, but I knew that we were able to get it up, so I wasn't surprised. I knew they were going to come at us hard, so I was ready.
Good, and it looked like you were ready. Things went your guys' way, obviously, a big 3-0 sweep. So Talk a little bit about, as you guys as seniors, again, you know, working together, growing up in the sport. I mean, this has got to be really special for you guys.
It is, and with so many seniors, and we've played with each other for so long, so we are used to each other, and it's just so much fun to share the court with them.
What are your expectations when it comes to state?
Just to play, give it our all, never give up, even if we do lose. Like, it's just an accomplishment to get there. Like, not very many teams get there, so I'm just happy we get to go.
Congratulations once again, Ashley. We appreciate the comments, and yeah, it's going to be fun on the way to state.
Yes, thank you.
Ashley Fletcher, senior for this Holley Golden Nugget team. Let's see. It looks like we have kind of cleared this place out. Things are getting quiet, James. I will send it back to you briefly, and we'll come back and do a quick wrap-up.
All right, sounds good. So we'll be right back, like you just heard from Leaf, on yourliveevent.com.
The Holley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Holley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HolleyBoosters.com for more information.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With over 950 students, the Hawley Public Schools strive to provide a personalized learning experience for each and every one of their students to be the best that they can be. The lessons taught at Hawley Public Schools will stay with students not just throughout their academic career, but through adulthood as well. For more information about the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook at Hawley Nuggets. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
Welcome back on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken with James Cardarelli with us as well. The Nugget fans are the only ones left here. They're taking some pictures, taking care of things, and it's a fun time here. And a couple of housekeeping things to get through. Enbridge, Energy Player of the Game. James, you and I have talked about it a little bit, back and forth. A lot of energy from both teams. I think Anna Steer is well deserving of this award.
Yeah, you know, Anna Steer, great pick for Energy Player of the Game, the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. But there was a few that could have received it. Alex Eilerson comes to mind as well. Really, give it to it's your call, Leaf.
Well, I mean, and then when we think about the Prowler side of things, I thought Josie Johnson had a very nice game. She did a great job setting everyone up. Matea Erickson bringing some energy to the floor as well. So a good job by the Prowlers. Unfortunately falling short on this one. 25-16, 25-22, and 25-21 hard fought. Don't forget, Enbridge Energy Line 3 is up and running. You can check out more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Thanks to Community Co-op for sponsoring our scoreboard, making that possible. And, of course, thanks again to Benedictine Living for the game summary as well. James, your final thoughts on tonight's game between the Nuggets and the Prowlers in Section 8AA Championship Volleyball?
Yeah, first I'll start with the Nuggets. 26-5 on the year. They are clicking on all cylinders going into states. And, look, this is a team that can make a run, Leaf, and I think they're poised to.
Yeah, I think they've got a good chance here, and we'll have to see how it all seeds out for the AA side of things. That will be going on, let's see, we in the cities at next Thursday and Friday as well, and I think I put that paper somewhere. But, yeah, we know that it'll be next Thursday and then continue on as things go, and we'll just have to see how it all plays out. We have to get the seedings first, along with the other random drawings that go in to help out that bracket. You can check that out at rjbroadcasting.com. And the Minnesota State High School League Association, their website will have those brackets as well for all classes of volleyball if you're curious about who and where and what for all the sports going on this fall. Yeah, tonight I thought both teams brought a lot of energy. A little bit of a rough start we saw for the Prowlers, trying to get those nerves out, but they tried to settle in, and then it became a miscommunication problem.
Yeah, it was a lot of miscommunication out there for the Prowlers, and it did just kind of seem like they were never able to just get in rhythm. But credit to Holley, because they kept them out of rhythm the majority of the game.
Yeah, that's right. And the Nuggets playing good defense. We heard Coach Rusted talk about that. They've been working on passing and serving. That's their bread and butter. Defense has been the last few games, especially against teams like Barnesville and Thief River Falls. James, any other comments for tonight before we wrap things up?
I mean, this has been fun. My first year doing Minnesota high school volleyball, it was great to cover the Prowlers all season long, and it was great working with you guys. Jerry, great job producing, and Leaf. It was my pleasure.
Well, thanks so much, James. James Cardarelli helping us out on the broadcast tonight. He's been covering the Thief River Falls Prowlers all season, and we thank him for his work, all that he's done there, and his help out tonight as well. Quarterfinals for Minnesota State High School League State Volleyball Class AA will be next Thursday at XL Center. First game will be at 9 o'clock, first two games, and then it'll be at 11 o'clock. So we'll wrap things up here as the Nuggets take out the Prowlers in 3, 25-16, 25-22, and 25-21. This has been a production of YourLiveEvent.com, brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. For Jerry Peralta, our producer tonight, and our color guy, James Cardarelli, along with everybody else who helps make this possible, don't forget to say thanks to all the sponsors you saw and heard throughout the evening's games. I'm Leif Bakken saying we'll see you down the road at State.
Thank you.